Hello,
Hey.
everybody. We're here. Uh, Welcome. Thank you for your patience. One of our players had some of Waverly's ghosts in their computer, but we're all good now. Welcome to the party. Welcome to Waverly Summer 98, a Bubblegumshoe campaign of teen detectives, the supernatural, and nostalgia. And I'm going to move my cat. There you go. Before we get started with tonight's show and introduce these wonderful players and their characters and jump in, we have some announcements to make. We want to talk a little bit about our sponsors. So a huge thanks to Tabletop Loot, our amazing dice sponsor. They are providers of fine dice for all of your gaming needs. So head on over to tabletoploot.com and use the code WTTPDICE to get 15% off your next purchase. Maddie and his amazing merch shop are the sole provider of Welcome to the Party merch. So head on over to sonerdwear.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdwear, it's what the nerds wear. And Welcome to the Party is now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the virtual tabletop that runs straight out of your web browser. We're using that tonight for Waverly, and several other games on the channel use it as well. Everything you need to play with your friends is ready at the click of a mouse, from click-to-roll character sheets to built-in video and voice chat. You can even upload your own maps and tokens. Get all that and more with a free basic account on roll20.net. Sign up now at roll20.net/start/WTTP. And finally, Welcome to the Party is proudly sponsored by Devin Rue, who has provided huge support to the community since we launched. For some of the best cartographical content on the web, check out rueinc.com. And we have a Patreon. Our Patreon goes to support the channel and the people who work on it. Your generosity allows us to keep the lights on over here and continue working on our mission to platform amazing LGBTQ and BIPOC players and creators. So check us out at patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg. And as always, you can join us in our amazing Discord, hang out with these wonderful people, even more wonderful people, maybe get yourself in a game or two, and just hang out in one of the most inclusive and excellent spaces on the internet. Tonight, we are continuing, as all Welcome to the Party shows are right now, with our campaign to raise funding for the Bail Project. So if you're able to and have not yet already, please check out the link that I'm about to put in chat and donate to the Bail Project and help fight the mass incarceration problem that our country has right now. And with that, we are going to go ahead and get started and introduce our players and who their character is. So we will start with Austin. Austin, you're up. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. You still there?
The ghost strike again.
We see him. Okay.
I see you.
Maybe we should come back to him.
Live television, everyone. Yeah, we'll come back. We'll skip Austin for the moment and go to Wasa.
Hey guys, Wasa here. I play Basil, the new kid. They, them pronouns.
All right. And so KP.
Hey guys, I'm KP. I play Arwind, and I play him as a he, him. And yeah.
Right. Michelle?
Hi, I'm Michelle. I play Darcy the Gearhead, and we are both she, her.
All right. And Ren.
Hi, I'm Ren. They, them, and I'm playing Corey, he, him, the jock. As if you couldn't tell from, the Letterman's jacket and all. Anyway, yes.
Right. I am Sarah. I'm playing everybody else. I use she, her pronouns. Looks like Austin is ghosts have come back to his computer. So we're gonna, I'm gonna quickly, while he's sorting that out, I'm gonna go ahead and recap last session for everybody. So with the Waverly crew having learned of the existence of ghosts and having done a little bit of research, they decided to continue investigating the 5 gravestones that were somewhat highlighted in the cemetery, as well as the large oak trees. Darcy had also given all of the information that she'd learned to her grandfather, who got really excited and promised to have some more info for her by the end of time is fake, whatever day that was before last session.
Yeah,
it's definitely Thursday, and I did the math. It's June 25th, 1998. So I know what date it is in the game, but I don't know what anything else is time-wise. And so the things that Darcy's grandfather had learned and shared is that he knew that 50 years ago, the lights in the farmhouse came on then as well, and a strange woman came to town and lived in that farmhouse for the summer. There were ghosts then as well. He and his friends did a little bit of investigating. There were 5 ghosts that they helped get back to the cemetery. But that's about as far in the investigation as Darcy's grandfather and his buddies had gotten. They hadn't started to make the connection to the oak trees as our crew has. And so in the investigations, through some climbing of the old trees, which I believe somebody told Corey and Basil not to do, and then they promptly did that, discovered that there wasn't anything particularly odd about the trees other than that they were very large, but that there was some sort of odd dried grass under or around each of those trees that seemed to, once Darcy put it together, connect a bit of a line between 4 of the trees and then kind of an amorphous blob that encompassed the other 2. Did some research in the county records, finding information about the individuals and kind of where they died and why and when. So armed with that information, beginning to start putting a few pieces together, and then decided to all go to the pool, except for Darcy, who went to functionally City Hall to do a little bit of investigation because they'd found out that the house belonged to the town. Nobody actually owned it. Waverly did. So Darcy did a little investigating and asking one of the clerks in there sort of who took care of it and why, and discovered that somebody was allowed to be in there over the summer. Didn't get a full name. An unfortunate coffee spill had covered up some of that info. But got a last name of Nightfall, and that they were allowed to stay through the end of literal summer. Flashing over to the pool, a bit of a cannonball contest, and not a whole lot of investigation into the tree happening, but did have a slight run-in with Susan Green, Corey's ex and Darcy's ex-friend, during which Arwen had the incredible zinger that I am still laughing about a week later about how Susan was looking artificially brown. And that was amazing. And then Leon had a bit of a convo with his friend Sean, who was out of town for lifeguard training. And on your way out of the pool, you all overheard Sean talk a little bit about some stuff just being in the wrong spot, sort of in the lifeguard supply area. And so that's kind of where we left things off. There was discussion about possibly going to spend the night in the house or knock on the door. There was talk about camping. I don't know if I'm going to go with Austin's audio not working yet. Yeah. Anyone else have anything they want to add to that?
I do think that Basil looked at the other tree near the pool.
That's right. Yes, thank you.
Basil was on task.
Yeah, Basil was on task.
Basil felt slightly guilty and decided to do a cheeky peep at the other tree.
Yeah, that's right.
And then suddenly saw everyone was having this interestingly terse conversation with Susan Green.
Yes.
But we are going to slide over to a Be Right Back screen real quick so that Austin can redo his tech. We'll be right back.
Yep, we'll be back.
Okay.
Hopefully when he slides back in, the cameras will just pop back the way that I have them. Optimistic. I guess to help things along, I know that Corey was going to suggest the the sleepover. Corey doesn't know that there's somebody staying in that house, so
No, nobody knows. I mean, you guys know that there's
We
somebody with a car. You probably need to meet up.
We were going to meet up at Nina's.
That's right.
okay,
yeah.
that's yes. So that's
Yes.
what's going on.
So, yeah. So when Darcy comes in, she's got some things.
Darcy has some info.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that Corey and Basil are just hyping up crashing at this abandoned house.
Yeah.
Random
Yeah.
car.
Until Darcy's gonna come in.
Now, I will
Yeah.
say that once Darcy says the bad news about somebody staying in the house, Corey's definitely going to suggest still getting tents and camping close so that they can spy.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh,
there's
and
that
Darcy's
is
got a
doable.
plan. Darcy's got a plan for that. So yeah.
yeah, because there is nothing across the street from the farmhouse. Like it's
And
the farmhouse and then
Darcy's
fields and then
but Darcy's property is right there as well.
yeah,
So,
your property, but it's like right up against
So
it. Yeah.
big
Yeah.
sleepover at Darcy's house, we take tents and do backyard camping, but it's really far in the
Backyard
backyard. Yep, on the
Yeah,
border.
so we'll
you know.
open you guys at Nina's just to kind of pull that together.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Twitch has added a timer.
What?
Yeah, like underneath.
Oh, of how long you've been live?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's new.
Is
Hmm?
it?
I don't see that.
I've always seen that for a while. Right underneath the subscribe button, right?
Right,
Yeah, but
it's,
this-
it's
yeah,
right
but
underneath the gift a sub for me.
Yeah,
I'm
my
in mod view, so I'm seeing some pretty different.
yeah,
Hmm.
and now my sub button is underneath the. Instead of being up, I don't know. It's kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
gift a sub used to be up higher.
Yeah, I think it probably depends on the stream or something. I don't know. It's interesting.
Why am I still the current hype train conductor? That was from like 4 months ago.
What?
I
Um,
think it's a badge that you keep. Maybe, I don't know.
But it says
It's-
current hype train conductor though.
it's we have to have another hype train going.
yeah, that's a fair point actually. I think
Because
we- don't-
I was a hype train conductor on Cypher Cheers stream for a couple, and then I popped in and I wasn't anymore because somebody else had,
Mhm.
The baton.
a natural hype train stuff had started. So yeah, you can't actually start a hype train. It has to
It just-
be it has to be the community. All of a sudden people are
Does
subbing.
it all at once.
Yeah, and does a bunch of gift subs, and once all that activity starts, then hype train starts. And I
Oh,
learned
I
about
see.
that because I've been watching a lot of Twitch.
I'm
Now there's so much to learn still.
There's
same.
just so
my
much.
You need to watch Critical Bard's Black.
Yep.
That was
Of
so
round
good.
That was
Both
the
of
best.
them. Oh my
But-
god. Both
Mhm.
of them. Oh gosh.
I'm surprised they haven't gotten on a bunch of news sites, to be honest. Like, I haven't seen very many people cover that, like, articles
That
or
was
anything. Because
really
they did, yeah, it was so
There was a
huge.
lot of people who tuned into that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them really, like, well-known people, too.
Yeah, like I think Mercer was in there.
Hmm?
So
Mercer, so was, like, pretty much half the Critical Role
yeah, I think
cast
most
was
of
there.
the crit roll cast was in there. Yeah.
I'm like really, really interested in starting something for myself on there, but I have no idea what I want to do. I know one of them was, I was thinking like, maybe I'll do like a live stream of me cooking something, but then I'm like, I have
I'd
no
watch
idea
that.
how to even, I have no idea how to even like set
Yeah,
up
like all the
anything for this.
tech that it's I have no clue.
Oh, if anybody ever wants help, I can do a screen share and show you all how I set up scenes on OBS. Yeah.
Because I do have OBS. I think I did one test stream of me editing like one of my photos. It was like a very quick temporary thing.
I got on a call with a friend of mine who was trying to figure out how to set up his stream, and I just did Zoom screen share, and then just ran through setting up. I like did a test setup for Neverland, and then he was like, "Oh, okay."
Keep watching videos. I keep getting confused. I think that's the problem. I keep watching too many different videos. So I think I might pick you up on that.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to do was like take some time off and watch some Bollywood movies. Anybody interested in watching it with me, they can watch it with me. They might get some commentaries if they want, like if they need more context or something with something, but
oh my god, I remember I don't know how I started watching this movie. But it was definitely it was a Bollywood movie, but it was about cricket.
Oh. Is it Lagan?
I can't remember the name. It was
I mean, is it an older, like
Yeah.
not older, like the setting is like British when British was still in rule?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Lagan. That's Lagan.
Oh, okay.
That's a great film. That is one of my all-time favorites. That's a good film.
Yeah, I don't know how I found it. Mom and I found it, and we were just watching it, and it was just like, this is like we just couldn't stop watching it, even though it was like over 2 hours. It was
It's like close to 3 hours long, but
Yeah.
it's riveting, and the acting is so good. Like one of my favorite actors is the main lead, Amir Khan, the guy who plays the main character. He's so good, and he's the type of actor that only picks roles very specifically, and almost every film he picks has some sort of a message or some sort of like if you like his acting in that. He did another one of my favorite films of all time, Indian films of all time, is called 3 Idiots, and I think it's on Netflix now. Highly recommend it.
Okay, Twitter, Discord, and Twitch all now have the same username for me. Finally. No
Nice.
underscores in some places, weird abbreviations in others. It's all the same.
I'm envious.
I just
Hardcore.
do that on Instagram, and then I will be solid. And I will finally have like, I'm here everywhere.
Just one name.
Oh my god.
Like, except for Reddit, I have Atomic Firebird everywhere. Some car guy got it on Reddit. But
No.
and I hate Reddit anyway. So, but
Yeah, it's the worst.
yeah.
Oh, shout out to last night me. I apparently already did it on Instagram, so yay.
But Atomic Firebird was not like what I was trying to do. So then I went to the whole like make-believe thing, but that's just all a different batch of underscores wherever
Oh,
your
yeah.
internets can be found.
Oh my god.
There's no
yeah.
consistency. But I still like make-believe is the name of my channel, so.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
The only place now that is not Sarah of Swords is AO3 because I'm just like I don't want to change that because it's like tied to so many fandoms like that know me as that author name. So
I've never read fan fiction up until a friend sent me some Good Omens fanfic a couple months ago, and that was the first fan fiction I ever read. And then I was watching. God, it's so embarrassing. I don't watch a lot of anime, but a friend got me into Gundam 00.
okay.
And I shipped for the first time 2 characters in that show, and I was like, I'm heartbroken. I wonder if
Fan
there's-
fiction.
I
to
didn't
the
write
rescue.
any. I was like, I wonder
Yeah.
if somebody like wrote some like fix it.
Oh yeah,
fic.
somebody would have.
And somebody did, where
Yeah.
a certain character didn't die, and it was sweet and wonderful, and I was happy.
That's like the beauty of fanfiction.
It is. I've been
Fix it.
writing for years. Like a friend and I have been talking recently. We're like, we met through fan fiction and we've been friends for 13 years. It's like, holy
I
crap.
have a friend like that.
Hey! Welcome back. Hey. Hello?
I can hear it.
Oh, good.
Yay.
Can you hear us?
Okay, real quick, fixing your captions, and then we are good to go. Wait, I did it wrong.
Let's see if my audio switches to my headset. Right now it's not.
Oh.
That's fine. No one else is home. Listen,
Okay.
Leon told me the line was compromised.
All right, we're good to go.
All right.
Game.
We're back.
Sweet.
And we're back. All of us. All of us. We can all hear each other. We can all speak and be heard. As Austin pointed out, Leon did tell us all last week that the line was compromised. So that tracks with everything. But we'll give Austin a quick chance to introduce himself and Leon, and then we'll jump right on in.
Hey, I'm Austin. I play Leon, and my computer's being a real butt.
Technology. All right. So,
It is the 90s, so not everything works like we want it to.
Yeah.
what happened is
Dial-up
somebody tried to
happens.
call and like drop your internet connection. So we will camera kind of like pans away from everybody leaving the pool and cuts to Nina's, the pizza place / arcade a few blocks away, where the 4 who were at the pool are now back in normal clothing and are meeting up with Darcy, who has been on her own research adventure during this. So you all have a booth. Nina has taken your orders for pizza and drinks, and we'll be back shortly with that.
Full fun?
That's good.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Until certain someone showed up, but you know, hey.
Yeah, that's not really into. So anyway, I found out a bunch of stuff. This is okay, Leon. Deep
Yeah.
breaths. Deep breaths.
I don't like where this is going.
Okay, so the we found out that the farmhouse is owned by the town,
Yeah.
and
Cool. So that means that like we can all just like go stay there because it belongs to the town, right?
no, it's
Like going to a quarry.
private. No, it's private town property. And then I ended up going to the Parks and Rec place to see if it was like a park or like a historical thing. It's not. It's a special private property, and the mayor has given the woman who's there permission to be there this summer.
What?
Oh.
That's a weird permission.
So
Oh, like someone's living
Ah,
down there.
That's so normal.
All I got was the last name of Nightfall. It's approved for the summer. So, I don't think we should just immediately go to the house. I mean, in that one, okay, Leon, to put it, this is my point of view in the one video game we both like. We need all the pieces of the Triforce before we go. Yeah.
Basically, that's the final boss, and we don't have our ducks aligned.
Yeah.
Okay, that I can follow.
So Corey, I know you were wanting to camp there, but my property is next to it, and I know Grandpa will, as long as everyone tells the truth and say it's a sleepover at my house, I know Grandpa will, make sure we have like the right spot to properly do surveillance.
So we still think there's ghosts there, right?
Yeah, there's something going on.
So we have to save this
Yes.
lady from the ghosts.
Yes.
Or bringing the ghosts.
Yes. She's either bringing the ghost, releasing the ghost, doing something.
She's something for sure.
Yeah.
So I think we should probably go and hard press and question the principal one more time, if it's possible, if we have the time, simply because I just, something about her that seemed off that night, man. Like, I don't know why she didn't mention anything. I feel like maybe I could at least ask her, or someone can ask her, because she clearly didn't want to reveal something, and just seemed very sketchy to me. I just feel like if we're gonna go and like Darcy said, if we want to get this and we want to make sure that we're ready, we should probably, close off any loops or any loose ends that we have, just to be sure we're on the safe side. Especially with Leon's mom saying this might be what was it again? A fae?
Mm-hmm.
A fae.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if we're gonna be going up against something like that, or we're possibly seeing something like that, I don't know. I just feel like we should get as much information as we can.
Makes sense.
Being our principal and that lady in the same place?
And I don't know if that would be the same thing. I just know that she was there that night. The explosion happened. She was supposed to check it out, and she never bothered to talk about it again, mention it again, do anything about it, and she just vanished.
Well,
Not gonna lie, part of it is me just wanting to confront her for ditching me. All right.
well, I have
We should
tomorrow's
do it.
Friday, so I have summer school tomorrow, so I could like pop in, I guess.
Do you mind if I come with you? Because I feel like if I'm there, she at least might, I can maybe guilt trip her into talking. Technically, she left a minor by themselves in the middle of the night to go investigate a theater.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
Uh,
I can go
no,
to
I'm kidding.
the historical place and talk to Nancy and see if I can find anything there. Because I think going to the courthouse 2 days in a row would be kind of, I don't know, a bit much. So I think
Fair.
I can go there tomorrow and get a different angle and see if I can, talk to her about the pattern and maybe the name Nightfall. I don't know if anyone wants to come with, but I know some of you have work or.
I mean, I could help around with that. I could probably go to the country club or something as well to ask who this new girl is, or go to the grocery store.
Oh, yes. You
Yeah.
have a way with people.
You just come in here, so
Yeah.
So like,
I mean,
They-
yeah,
they
she
all think
buy
we're-
groceries, so
they all
That's
think we're
weird.
like doing a school project or something, right? Otherwise, it's kind of weird that kids are like,
Yeah.
going.
We're saying that it's
town
like
hall.
extra credit because so
Summer
first
project.
off, summer project. We have those weird like civics classes next year because we're juniors, and stuff like that.
Those, don't remind me.
I know. So we've been using the cover of like getting a jump on it, possible extra. We heard about extra credit possibly. So that's our cover.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should, split up, follow any loose ends, any other leads that we might have, just to be sure, and then maybe meet back up again. You want to come back to here, or when do you guys want to meet up again?
So I know this all seems very important. I was kind of hoping this weekend we could go out to the big mall and see Mulan. So maybe on Saturday we could go see Mulan, and this is also very important. We'll also talk about this. But I did skip going to see Mulan all week to deal with this.
Yeah, you're gonna be seeing real ghosts.
I understand, but listen, this movie is incredible. They use computers to animate some of it. Computers, you guys.
I saw
Maybe-
the previews. It's got like a little talking lizard thing. It looks really cute.
Exactly.
And
There's a
maybe-
bunch of
And maybe there's some gear we can pick up because one of the things like my grandfather has like binoculars and a telescope. Kind of thought the telescope would be great for like the moon and stuff, but it didn't end up being that great. But it's good. But here's the thing: I know Leon has shown me so many movies where like the light hits off of things and the people know they're being looked at. So I don't know, Arwen, maybe we need to pick up some stuff to make sure like the moonlight or whatever doesn't. Yeah, so maybe
Probably like some kind of camo
some gear.
or some kind of blackout material that
Yeah,
doesn't
like-
reflect light.
guys. I think ghosts can see like everything all the time.
well, just
I mean,
if she can. Here's the thing: if she can see us, if we're like pretty well hidden, I know Grandpa's got some stuff too, and he'll probably give me a list of things that will, make it complete, to make it where like regular people can see us. So if she can see us, and ghosts can see, then we know we can definitely say this isn't.
Okay. Yeah. So we can go see Mulan this weekend.
Sure.
Yes.
yes, Leon. We'll go see Mulan.
Yeah, I got the truck.
Cool. This is also very important. This is important too. Also, can I bring
Yes, it is.
movies for this sleepover, or is this like strictly business?
I don't think we're kind of trying to be a little subtle. Wait, where are you even planning to watch a movie?
Does your grandpa not have a way to watch movies, Darcy?
Oh, okay. Why am I thinking we're still in the middle of
going
the
to be intense and things.
There we go.
Oh, you're all outside,
We're
kid.
camping.
Yeah, unfortunately, the house doesn't really, look into. It's not like we can be in my bedroom and look. That's not the best angle.
Okay.
Camping's fun though.
Yeah.
You'll be right.
We have Basil here. They have a.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure a bunch of experience. You have out, the Outback. That lots
How
of.
back do you want to go?
and yeah. So you all get to meet my grandpa. He's going to want to help. He's amazing. He really is. He's amazing. Because he's, we're picking up where he left off, and so he does want to help. So yeah.
Yeah, but like he's not gonna camp with us, right? Because like.
No.
All right.
No, he'll be, because he knows that would be suspicious. But we'll have like
and weird
ways
because he's
to
old.
Yeah, mostly bad.
Yeah, that too. So, but yeah.
So we'll be outside. Won't watch movies there. We can go see Mulan.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You can bring a board game or something if you want.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll
Or-
see what I can dust off.
Okay.
Google's board
All
games
right.
tonight.
So I'm going to school tomorrow, and
I'll come
Arwind and I are gonna go find a reason to talk to the principal. Then we're all gonna get back together tomorrow night and go camping.
That sounds about right to me.
Sounds great.
Wait, aren't we? No, we're going to the mall on Saturday and then camping.
Yes.
Tomorrow night, I thought. Tomorrow's Friday.
What day is it?
Today
It's
is Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Okay.
So it's school on Friday, hanging out Friday night, and then we go. This is out of character, obviously. We go celebratorily watch Mulan after we have spied on a lady in a farmhouse.
Yeah, sounds great. You got it.
Sounds like a regular
Excellent.
teen summer night.
We are really competent children.
Okay. Well, I mean, Arwen, are you? Wait. When are you working? Are you working tomorrow night? Because if you're working tomorrow night, then
I can as long as since I at least have a day's heads up, I can probably work it out for one night. Probably what'll end up happening instead is I'll just take over Sunday night. So that way I can I can make it. I'll just ask them to switch it up.
all right. Then I can get gear if I have to. Oh, Leon, what are you doing tomorrow? I mean,
Skitching.
okay.
Oh, you mean for this? I was gonna try and find that lady, honestly, but it sounds like maybe don't do that. So it's mostly just sketching.
If you
Probably
have to
bugging my mom.
If you have to sketch something, I drew all those symbols with
Oh.
the grass on my arm.
No, not sketch. It's a skateboard thing.
Oh.
It's super safe skateboarding technique where you hold onto the back of a car while it's driving.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wow,
kids, don't try that. Hey, out of character, kids, don't do that at home. Definitely don't.
PSA, don't do that.
Yeah. Oh, I know what that is. You should have just told me, Leon. You should have just told me.
I was just waiting for Shane.
Wait.
So
You do that?
on. Yeah.
That's
Arvin just goes up and just like grabs Corey, like, "Don't do it, Corey. Go."
that is so badass.
No,
I mean,
Corey.
if you want to
Very
come,
cool.
have you ever been on a board, Corey? I wouldn't recommend it to start with. You got to start with the basics.
Well, I have school tomorrow, so
Yeah. So you go to school. Stay in school. So tomorrow I'll probably be at my parents' shop. Like if there's some new weird
Snacks.
ghost person, snacks.
How about you
That's-
coordinate our snacks and beverages
Got it.
and things for the camp out tomorrow?
Absolutely. I will do that. It's hard work, but someone must do it. I will definitely have snacks and not eat them.
Yeah. I mean, if it helps, I haven't actually had a lot of American snacks and things.
Get warheads.
So it's
Get
all
warheads.
pretty new.
Well, what kind of snacks do you usually like?
What kind of snacks do I like? I guess. Usually I go for savory snacks, to be honest, but
Okay.
I don't mind
Leon
anything
gets
like
get the mega warheads.
Okay.
Make
Ye-
it work.
yes. Yes. Mega
That's-
warheads.
You
That's-
must. And the hot tamales.
I've got to try
there will
those.
there will be no hot tamales on this trip.
now I'm hungry.
Bassel's never had them.
Well,
I really want snacks, guys.
I know.
Basil can go get hot tamales if they so desire, but I will not be bringing mega warheads. Or I will not be bringing hot tamales. I will bring mega warheads.
What do you have
Fair
against the best cinnamon candy ever?
Listen, me and hot tamales are not on speaking terms right now. So there will be no hot tamales on this trip.
There's a story there.
Well, you don't need to get like anything like pie. Because
Well-
we'll have
No, I won't do that.
grandma's pie. And I know she'll have like macaroni and cheese or baked macaroni and cheese is really
Nice.
good.
Oh, that sounds so
And-
good right now.
Wait, can everyone have chicken? Does everyone eat chicken? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vegetarian.
Oh, okay. So like,
That's
yeah, she'll have stuff. So don't, yeah. She will want to feed us before we go out.
That sounds good. All right, I say getting late. We break, and then we meet up tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds
Do you want
good.
me to go with you, Darcy, or do you want me to just like go around town and talk to people I know?
Yeah, you do that because you do that really well. I'll go to the museum
Gotcha.
and stuff. And then if Grandpa needs me to get anything, then I'll get stuff, whether it's here or out of town. So,
All right.
so do you want to meet back here or do you just want to meet at my house?
Your house, I think.
probably just meet at your house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go to the not the red one, but in the back to the white one because that's Grandpa. It's Grandma and Grandpa. That's
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, did any of y'all start playing that game, that Yu-Gi-Oh game I told you about?
Not yet.
The card
Oh.
game?
Yeah, the card one.
I'm really bad at it.
There's no being bad at it for having fun. It's all like I mean, I just curious. We're talking about games. I could bring my cards if people want to duel or learn.
Sure.
Yeah, I like
Cool.
Go Fish.
It's almost like Go Fish in that there are cards, and that's the only way it's like Go Fish. I like to. You shuffle them, cards, and you shuffle them. And besides that, it's definitely not like Go Fish in a little bit.
Damn it.
Oh.
Okay, we're good.
I'm very funny.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, and break. So you all are kind of disseminating for the evening, and cool. Anything
Yeah.
anybody had plans to do or anything they wanted to do tonight before we fast forward into tomorrow?
Just planning things with Grandpa.
Okay.
That's all. That's what I'll be doing.
Okay. He's 100% down for this plan. And your grandmother gets the look in her eye of like, okay, how many pies do I need to make for 5 teenagers? Starting to do that math.
Yeah, and then remember Arwen, okay, vegetarian and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, we got it. It's probably gonna be like, a whole bunch of sides for Arwen, but
Oh, my life.
Can't you make that really cool, like mushroom?
Oh yeah,
rice thing? Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, thank you. I'll make that. Yeah.
yeah. It's all like
You're gonna make your poor grandmother make risotto on a 1-day notice?
She can do it.
Oh.
Mrs. Grandmother is very good in the kitchen, so
Yes.
she could manage that.
Just every friend's house visit.
I know.
And salad.
I'm not a rabbit.
yeah.
Salad, and here's a little bit of pasta salad, and here's an apple, and here's a little bit of mac and cheese.
And here's a biscuit. Why does this taste funny? Oh, well, we put bacon grease in it. What?
Dying on the inside.
So I feel you. I feel you on this.
Oh God.
Oh no. The worst was like when my friends took me to his birthday party and took me to a steakhouse. And all I could have were salads and the sides,
Oh
and
my
even the
gosh.
salad had bacon bits in it.
No, Darcy's grandmother will after that reminder, like we'll go through and she'll have something that's not just
No, it's fine.
salad in a container of ranch dressing for you.
Yeah.
So she'll have that. But okay. So is next morning, it is Friday. For those keeping track of time from however many years ago, it's the 26th of June. And Corey, you are headed to summer school. Got that going on today. And the rest of you had kind of split up plans. So
Basil's doing some info gathering.
Basil is doing all of that.
Yeah.
And Darcy's to the museum. So if you want to start with Basil.
Yeah, let's start with Basil, and then we'll jump
Yeah.
to kind of jump around with folks. So yeah. It's
Yeah,
it's again,
because
it's
I think
it's a bright summer day. The weather here has been pretty consistent for the week, in terms of sun and clear skies.
Yeah, I think that Basil will probably take advantage of helping their mum with their deliveries, because usually they'd be delivering to the club and then to the grocery store and stuff, and there'd be people there as well.
Yeah.
So I think according to the map, the first place would be the country club.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I have a piece of paper somewhere. Yeah. So you pull up, you and your mom pull up to the country club. It's the, kind of the morning shift of people that are just sort of, you know them as sort of just like the people who work in the kitchen, like the sous chef type folks that are helping you unload. And then there's Maya with a little clipboard, just kind of checking off and making sure the right inventory came in. So, hi, Basil.
Hey Maya, how's it going?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. What's been happening? Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's good to see you still here. I heard you were going to be in town for the whole thing, whole year.
Yeah, that's how it's going. That's how
pretty
it's
cool
happening at the moment.
Yeah,
I think Mom wants to
awesome.
stick around a little bit.
Good deal.
So I'll be here for a long while. But yeah, so I wanted to know what's been happening. Have any new goss going on? Saw Susan the other day.
Oh gosh, she's been unbearable. Just so she and Josh, what's his face, started dating at the end of the school year, and they just broke up, and they were dating for like 3 weeks at most, and it's been a whole thing. We don't hear the end of it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, it's
Heartbroken or heartbreaker?
hard to tell. One of those.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
I think there was just a difference in terminology of, relationship and dating versus,
Gotcha.
hook up at a party, I think was the difference sort of thing there. But yeah, that's been
Yeah. I imagine she hasn't been that pleasant around. She seemed a bit grumpy when I last saw her, so.
I mean, is she really ever that pleasant? She kind of whispers like under her breath for nobody else to hear. Oh, hey, thanks Jess for the raid. Hello. We are in the middle of playing a Bubblegumshoe game of teen detectives and other things and the supernatural and ghosts. And so she kind of mutters that under her breath of, she's never really all that pleasant. And kind of does the cough thing to try and cover it up. But
yeah. Well, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering though. So I've been running around doing the trips and stuff with Mum, and you know how there's that house all the ways back, the one.
The odd farmhouse, the weird one on the outside of town. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a car there the other day, and is someone staying there or?
Now that you mention it, there's been somebody new around. She just came in for dinner, just alone, read a book the other night. Yeah.
Yeah, so
that was kind of weird. The town doesn't really get new people, and
that's
it's not really on the way to anything.
Yeah, that was the thing, because I saw the car and I was just wondering, because I thought that I was a new kid, and then I was like, oh, there's another one, and just wanted to get a little bit more information about who it was, say hi and stuff, see if there was someone to avoid or someone to not avoid, and
hang on, and she kind of walks over to one of the waitresses who's kind of like going through the reservation book for the night.
Yeah.
And walks over and kind of mutters a couple of, has a quick few sentences back and forth with her before walking back over to you. And she goes, Sally waited on her the other night. So she was really nice, tipped really, really well, all in cash. But it's, she doesn't seem like anybody to avoid. She just knew. But, Sally didn't get a name. Just, again, she tipped well and was no credit card, so we don't have a name on her. But
that's a shame.
Yeah.
Well, at least she tipped well, I guess. Wasn't too much trouble or anything like that.
No, not at all. We got it.
Well, that's good. Well, I got all this stuff. Do you want me to load it
up
in the kitchen or?
Yeah, and she gestures for some of the other people to come on, do your job. Come over to help start unloading, and she goes back to checking off inventory and everything on that.
Cool.
Yep.
Damn, this person is sneaky. It was like, this place is fancy. They have a reservation book. There's definitely a name. No name.
Damn. No. They do have a reservation book. From having kind of been around here enough that it's got the reservation book, but it's pretty much only, major holidays or graduation weekend or anything like that where the reservation's actually necessary. So
Okay.
they have it, and some people always make reservations because they're that kind of people. But it's most days, like just regular weekday, the reservation's not necessary, and they do have walk-ins.
Okay, gotcha. Alrighty. Well, I think like really with that, once because Basil can't stay too long because still helping around with doing all the deliveries. Feel like probably like, well, thanks for that. I'll probably catch you around. Been going to Nina's a fair bit.
Yeah. Have they fixed the Dig Dug machine yet? I mean, that's been broken for a while. Like,
I think Darcy said that she could fix it, but I don't think they've taken her up on that offer.
it's a bummer. That was my game. That was my jam. And I suppose if they fix it, then it'll reset all the high scores and I'll have to do it all again. But,
Oh, Reigning Queen though.
Yeah. Reigning Queen on the broken on the broken machine. Yeah. So
I'll see what I'll ask Darcy. Maybe she can do something.
yeah, maybe if at least if she can like restore the history on it or something, But
Cool. Yeah, I'll check it out.
All right.
But
awesome.
yeah, I'll catch you around.
All right. See ya.
Have a good one.
You too. Don't drop the eggs this time. Turns and like yells at somebody who's like fumbling with stuff.
And we're off.
All right. So Corey, you are at school. I believe there was some discussion about possibly sort of dropping in on the principal. Is that a thing you and Arwind are going to do?
Yeah, I think so. Probably, I'll do my regular school day and then wait for Arwind.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think I have an understanding of when your schedule ends. So I'll meet up with you outside of your door.
Awesome.
Outside the classroom door is what I meant.
Sweet. So, I mean, there's no bell because it's summer, but door opens and Corey and a few others just like spill out of the door, delighted that they are done with algebra for the week.
All right, hey, man, you done?
Hey.
All right. You wanna come with me and let's go talk to the principal?
Yeah, I've been trying to think of a reason like all day why to go in there, and then I failed a quiz. So I don't know. So I hope you have a thought.
Honestly, I thought just go with hey, where the hell were you that night?
Straight up.
Yeah.
Howard kicks in the door. Hey, principal.
All right, well that's the direct approach, yeah.
Oh no, Corey.
Oh my god.
What, do you expect Corey to like ever say anything about Arwind's plans? Arwind is smart.
I definitely don't.
Nope.
This is great.
She's like, what up, bitch? No kidding. No, but let's go. Let's get this show on the road. Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go up. We're gonna go to the principal's office, and I'll be polite. I'll do like the 3 knocks on the door.
All right. You don't get an immediate answer from it. You know that she's there because like you can see the school doors have the windows on either side. You can see that she's in there and there's lights on, and you can't see quite who she's talking to, but she's talking to somebody, and she kind of like looks out there, does a bit of a double take at you, Arwind, and just kind of gives you like one moment.
I was just a big,
yeah,
big wave.
Yeah, and turns back to whoever she's talking to and kind of very quickly wraps up that conversation. Door opens and a tall woman, dark hair, walks out. You don't immediately recognize her, but she turns around and says, should do dinner sometime, Helena. And Jack says, call me. We'll figure it out.
All right. Wait, did she call us in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Says,
Yeah, so,
Arwen, Corey, you could come on in.
all right. So I open her. Hey, what was her name again?
Her name is Helena Santiago.
Santiago.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, hello, Principal Santiago. Sorry
Hi,
to.
Arwen. Sorry.
I hope we're not
Hi, Principal
disturbing you,
Santiago.
or. Sorry.
No, not at all.
Do you have
My sister's in town, so it's
Okay.
yeah.
Sister? Do you...
Corey's eyes get real big. Corey has zero chill.
So do you have maybe a couple minutes to chat?
Yeah, absolutely. And she gestures to the couple of chairs that are out on the other side of her desk, which under normal circumstances would be really terrifying to sit in because it's across from the principal. But you're
I'm on a
summer
mission,
school.
man.
We weren't called here. Yeah.
So I'm not sure what happened that night. You do remember the night a couple of days ago where we both heard that big explosion and we thought it was coming from the movie theater?
Oh, yeah, I'm real sorry about that, Arwen. As soon as you had left, I heard something else and I just was heading toward it just in case somebody was hurt. I'm so sorry I left you there. That was I'm real sorry. That was not not chill. Is that what you all use? Chill, cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe. No. Okay. Well, thank you for that. I was just wondering, that's been running in my head.
Yeah, I'm real sorry. I meant to apologize next time I saw you, and I just haven't until now. So.
Okay. Thank you. First off, that means a lot. It just was a little weird just to see you there for a minute and then just have you vanish, and then. My family and I, we're fairly new to the town comparatively. And then recently I've been hearing all these stories and stuff about the town. So having that also kind of happen at the same time kind of just was like a really weird, situation. Either way, glad you're okay. Glad everything's fine. I just was wondering, you said that you were going to meet up with the night manager that was there, or the manager of the theater that was there, that they called you. I just wanted to make sure that they're okay.
Oh, yeah, he's fine. I think GM called him George. We'll stick with that. George is fine. Yeah, he's good. Nothing broken, nothing damaged in there. Just probably some strange electricity thing. Summer humidity can do weird stuff to electrics.
So you didn't meet up with them that night?
Roll me BS detector.
Okay, here we go. Come on. Big money. Character sheet. Robin Gupta. Attributes. Oh, no, character sheet. Okay, BS, where are you at?
It's interpersonal.
There it is. I will use one of my pools. Actually, I will use both my pools.
All right.
This.
Oh, wow.
All right. So I'm going to hit the roll button. How much of your pool? So I have two in there.
Okay.
So I'm going to both of them. Come on, baby. What did I get?
She is full of crap. You got a 6.
Woof.
Okay. All right.
She is telling the truth about her sister.
Mm-hmm.
Not a whole lot else. And that she's sorry she left you, but not telling you the truth about much of anything else she's just said at all.
Okay.
Keeps trying to say I met up with George. She's totally fine. Everything's good. Very cool exterior, but you've got this woman's number. She is accurate about the sister and that she's sorry for abandoning you. Everything else is total BS.
Okay. Let's see how this goes.
I feel like as well that I'm just gonna say that Corey's passive BS detector is not. So Corey's just nodding along, like, okay, yeah, that all tracks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. I'm glad to hear that. Because that got me up all night, and I wanted to go to the theater, but I was, obviously, I'd still I had to man my front desk, and then with you not there, because I told my parents that I was going to go check things out with you, but with you not there, I couldn't go. So I was just, really nervous, and I forgot to ask because afterwards, just summer, and things happening.
Yeah, totally. Because like when I got there, you weren't there, and like so we were just like trying to make sure that everything was cool.
Yep. All right. Well, that's all I wanted to check. And we'll talk to you later. Bye. Come on, Leah.
Bye.
Bye, Corey.
Okay. Bye. See you on Monday, Corey. And you're probably already way down the hallway. She says that.
You start seeing Arwen sweating at that point because as soon as Corey's like, when I got there, you weren't there. I was like, get out. Abort.
So when we're out of earshot, Corey will say, yeah, okay, that all makes sense. I wonder about the sister, though. If there's a new person in town, maybe it's the lady in the barn.
That's a possible. Oh, actually, I didn't even think of that. That's nice, Corey. But I think we also have something else to go on. She was completely BSing, man.
What?
Yeah, that entire shtick about checking up on George and saying if everything was fine, that didn't happen. We were there. We didn't, it's not like we were gone for hours at a time. We waited for Darcy. Yeah, that was like 5-10 minutes. And then we went to the theater. No one was there.
Maybe she'd already taken him away.
That quickly? And first off, why was she the one that was called? She had no reason to be there. I mean, if George really had an issue, then he could have called the hospital, an ambulance. I'm sure he has other friends or someone else at the theater that he can talk to. It's not like he's going to be there by himself at night.
Maybe also they're dating.
So, a couple points of order on that. Number one, Helena is married. Which does not exclude the dating possibility, but she is married to a man named Jimmy Santiago. He's a teacher at the junior primary school.
Okay.
And you also know, because A, you poked around there, and B, you've just been around enough. Nobody actually lives in the theater, so it's not like there's an apartment above it that George would be in.
Mm-hmm. So the question is, A, was George really there at that night? And if he was, why was he there? Because, it's the theater at night, at the middle of the night. I'm telling you, man, it was like 10 o'clock at night. Everything should have been closed. And on top of that, why would the principal be going there? And before you say affair, let's not go that way first, yeah? I think we should go see George.
Adults have all kinds of weird reasons for doing stuff.
That's a fair point.
All right.
But yeah, I think our next step is maybe to go and talk to George, at least like cross-examine him, maybe kind of put him on the spot, or at least maybe we can figure out some other, piece of information
we can talk to
from
him
him.
when we go see Mulan tomorrow.
Different theater.
Right. I gotta be honest. Everyone was making all those plans really fast.
Okay, that is true. I kind of got lost myself, but I think we have a general idea. The Mulan thing, that is a different theater, so not going to be able to do anything then.
Right.
But definitely think we need to probably go talk with George. I don't know if you want to do that now or meet up with the gang and let them know. Maybe they can have a better idea, because I was sweating buckets. Okay. Also, buddy, you need to do a better job of not divulging what we've been doing that night. That's kind of our thing. We don't want anybody to know we were there or you were there. I don't think they'd be too keen on us investigating or showing that we're interested in what they're doing.
Oh gosh, man, I'm sorry.
No, it's not a big deal. We were able to get out of there. Not a big deal at all. Just future references.
Maybe I should just not talk.
No, dude, you got the great idea about her sister, right? I mean, that's definitely a lead. Don't feel pressured to not talk. It's just more of a when other people are around, just
Don't talk.
you should
No.
probably be a bit more be a bit more careful. I would never tell you not to talk, man.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Let's,
if we go talk to George, then we could stop by and get some snacks for camping tonight.
Sure. If you want to do that, we could do that.
Yeah.
But I know Leon's getting some stuff, but maybe we can get some more. Never for one to say more, no to more snacks.
You seem to have really strong opinions on things, and I want to make sure that we have some atomic fireballs. We're good.
Let's do this.
And cut on that.
Hey, it's not quite hot tamales.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Sorry, that's just Ren
See us
trolling
buy-
Austin.
That's beautiful.
Just like 5 boxes of hot tamales.
Flashing over to Darcy, who is you're at the museum, right?
Yes.
Okay. So camera swings over onto Darcy at the Waverly Historical Society and Museum.
Hey, Nancy.
Nancy is. Hey, Darcy. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. You know. She
So-
gestures to a very empty room.
Yeah.
Nobody in there.
I've learned a few things about like that that farmhouse that
Yeah?
people think's abandoned isn't technically abandoned. It's actually owned by the city and it's private city property and they maintain it and such. And the lights are on. And I actually found out someone's staying there.
Did you get a name?
All I know is the last name is Nightfall.
If you would like to spend one of your relationship points with Nancy, she can probably find something out about that for you. Because she's got town lore and other stuff.
I will do so.
All right. So she doesn't really seem super phased by like the whole, town owns the house kind of thing. Like it's probably not necessarily new information for her because she's been doing a lot of research on this, but something in Nightfall like pings her spidey sense, for lack of a better term, and starts like going through a huge pile of notebooks that she's got in here and flips around and pulls up a page that has it's got years and names on it. She goes, yeah, okay, so yeah, Nightfall seems to show up every time the farmhouse lights come on. It's not always a woman, but the last name shows up a lot. Always here.
Not always a woman?
Yeah, I mean, there's an Arthur Nightfall back in the 1800s, but it's mostly women. Yeah, and you can see from the dates that it's like she doesn't have 1998 filled in, but she's got like 48, 1898, 1848. Like it's like the 50-year pattern that you've sort of established. And she's got like it's scribbled, and there's like a little folder full of photocopied, not obviously identical memos to the ones that you saw from Carol in the office, because technology has changed and everything. But you can, again, as she's sort of flipping through that to verify her notes, you see that it's a very similar notice from the mayor or somebody else important in town saying like, hey, somebody Nightfall is going to be in this house for the summer season. Don't kick them out.
So the 50-year pattern is true then.
Yeah. at least at the farmhouse. So, you know, like there's the reports of the lights coming on sort of stop when, you know, electricity wasn't as super common. But yeah, you know, we've got the weird authorization from town going back pretty far from that.
Is the only name you have is Arthur?
I've got Arthur. I have Morgana. I have my notes of Ursula and Titania. There's 4 names.
Ursula and what?
Titania.
Okay. Darcy doesn't. Maybe I don't know. I think that's it. So, okay, wow. But you don't know who's here now.
No, I don't. I mean, if you didn't get the first name, I mean, I haven't headed over there to ask Carol yet.
In your research, have you actually come across anything odd about the trees?
I mean, besides that, they're really big and really old, and most everything out here is flat farmland without giant trees. I mean, that's weird in itself. I mean, I'm not originally from here. Midwest is sort of a somewhat new place for me, but I don't really see those big trees anywhere else around here. It's just in town. You know, you'd think there would be some.
Right.
I mean, there's big trees elsewhere, but those trees are, you know, big trees. You know, you can hear the capital letters as she says that.
Nothing about like odd scorch marks or burned lines or anything like that in your research?
She keeps flipping through and she goes, I mean, there's a reference to it in something from 1898. And she again pulls out, there's somebody's journal that probably should not be in her personal possession. It should probably be somewhere in the archives themselves. Pulls that out and flips through, clearly to a page that she knows where it is. Like she flips right to it. It's somebody's drawing of the like several of the trees and has some of the marks, the sort of the dried grass marks underneath them that match up with what you and your friends have learned.
And do you have are there's like an increase in people claiming to see ghosts during those intervals?
You know Nancy, she is the Scully type of all of this is very strange, but at some point she will find the scientific or logical explanation for it. And so she has been somebody that is very reluctant to even discuss the concept of ghosts with you or anybody else because of that. But she can't, you know, she looks and goes, I mean, I personally, you know, my stance on ghosts until I see firm yes evidence. The answer is no on that. But there are a number of reports from people that they've either filed with the town or with the sheriff or in, you know, various other journals that we found that do mention the presence of ghosts or specters or other things of that nature. You know, there's a few that are mentioned on, I hate to call them off years because then that implies cycle and that implies odd things that don't have science behind them. But there's some in off years, but most of them seem to be in the 48 and 98 years.
So there is an increase.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So if we were to graph it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she actually pulls out like a handmade graph that she has done of this, where it's charting sort of like anything she can find. So, you know, like anecdotal story evidence that may have been oral history lost is not on there, but like newspaper articles, police reports, other types of things that have been filed officially spike in those years. There's always kind of a low level background noise of ghosts, but they spike in 50-year intervals.
Any other odd events happen during these particular times, and odd weather occurrence, some sort of odd explosion or fire or anything that happens?
There's been, and she keeps like flipping through different notebooks that she has. There's been comments of like loud noises that then sort of precedes the ghosts. The ghost reports. Nothing about the weather. Weather seems to be fairly normal. But there's usually comments about at least one really good thunderstorm, but we seem to get those almost every year. So I don't know how impactful that is. Usually sometime in July, but again, Midwest thunderstorms, summer kind of goes hand in hand. Weather, no. Just the farmhouse with the lights and the stranger in town.
Anyone go missing during these times?
She looks up at you and she goes, yes. I don't always find it. Like records get lost, especially when you go back far enough. But usually there's somebody who goes missing in the summer. They come back, which is frankly probably the weird part. But they go missing sometime in the early summer and come back. There seems to be, again, there's occasional pieces that it's missing. We don't have record of it because it, there was like the rain that flooded out the sheriff's office and damaged all the records from that one year and all that. But yeah, usually.
Do they come back and are they harmed? Do they say something odd? Are they changed somehow?
No, she flips through and she actually, I have a copy of this, and she hands you, it's a report from 1948 about who went missing that year. Their name is Donna Cartwright. And it's very much, like she was just missing and she came back, and everything from the report indicates that she's normal, that she just like bounced for the summer. And that's actually what everything got written off as, is that she just ran away for the summer to hang out with friends or a boyfriend or somebody, is what it was sort of officially written off as.
Okay.
And she seems fine. She seemed like all the pieces of the report are fine. And Nancy tells you that, other things that she's found about that, she's talked to people who knew Donna, that she genuinely did. She was an adult when she left, and she came back an adult. But that, she disappeared. Didn't really talk about where she had been, but seemed actually genuinely fine about it. That it was like she left voluntarily, came back voluntarily, and she's cool with it.
She related to James Cartwright?
That's possibly a GM having no creativity with last names problem. But sure.
Possibly. Okay. So you still don't believe in any of these ghost stories or anything?
Nope. I mean, I believe there's something strange happening in this town for sure. I mean, this does not happen naturally, of course, but I'm very hesitant to call it ghosts.
Has there been any other sort of reports of just like, you're used to like maybe ghosts, people reporting on ghosts, but anything like little leprechauns or other little like creatures in those stories?
No, it's mostly ghosts and then whoever shows up in the farmhouse. there's all kinds of there's other reports that I mean, you and I talked about this before, all there's just the odd pieces of Waverly, like the flowers that always bloom in the winter. There's always somebody who thinks that the bird was talking to them, or that the squirrel waved, or other kinds of strangeness like that. There's always something. There's always somebody who saw something that is not possible, not unbelievable. But I don't have any reports of leprechauns specifically, for sure.
Any sort of weird animal behavior during those times, or people thinking that more animals were talking to them during that time?
She flips through the same journal that had the drawing of trees in it, just again to sort of confirm something, and just there's a strange increase in ravens, but no other weird behavior.
After this nightfall leaves, does something odd happen to the town afterwards? Any sort of like odd natural disaster? Any sort of unusual, like maybe the crops don't do so well, or maybe they do better than before?
Opposite, actually. Yeah, it's always a really good crop year.
Okay.
And she holds up another chart that she has graphed about that, with like crop yields and profits and all of that. And again, like Waverly does pretty well for itself normally, but it very clearly spikes in those 50-year increments.
Do you mind if I have copies of your graphs at least? I know
you don't not at all. And she takes them, and there's a copier in the corner, and she just makes a couple copies for you and hands them over. Also, for good measure, makes you a copy of that spread from the journal that has the trees and all the stuff on it.
Good. All right.
There you go.
Thank you, Nancy.
You're welcome. Let me know if you find anything interesting. I mean, I'm open to ghosts and whatever else. I just need evidence for it,
Well, it's not like they, sit in the front seat of your truck ready for a picture.
Be nice if they did.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Well,
have a good weekend if I don't see you around it.
Okay. You too. Bye.
Bye. All right. Before the meetup, was there anything anybody else had research-wise, exploration-wise? I believe there was possibly discussions of snack runs. We don't necessarily need to RP those out unless there was something you wanted to do with them.
Did Basil also go to the local store? Did you do
Grocery?
that? Yeah.
Oh, you only went to the country club. Do you want to go to the grocery store?
I can go to the grocery store and ask about the new girl.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you run into one of Corey's friends, Eric, Michael, and Kyle of All One Human, he's working as a checkout guy this summer. He's really the only, you recognize pretty much like everybody in there, but he's the only one that you know well enough to walk up to.
Okay, cool. Basil will have like the produce and be just like, hey, where do you want this stuff?
And he kind of like waves at somebody to like take over his very not busy at all checkout lane, and takes a box from you. Goes, I got it, in the back as normal, and leaves you.
Yeah. Well, happy Friday.
Yeah, I got to work tomorrow, so it doesn't really mean a whole lot, but yeah, only in the morning, which is, the worst. I would have preferred an afternoon, but
Oh, someone else got that shift?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think I've got to do a bit of work tomorrow or Sunday, sometime on the weekend. But I feel you. Morning shifts are the worst.
It's the worst. They want me to like. I gotta be here at like 6:30 to open at 7. It's just. I mean, I don't get up that early when it's school. Like,
Yeah.
he starts to unload some stuff in the back.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I've been hanging around these places a fair bit more now that I'm staying here a little longer.
Seen you around.
Yeah. Doing with Corey and stuff.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Good guy. Solid bloke. You've seen that new car around, right? That one by that old barn that I thought that everyone's been saying that no one's been there or no one uses it, but saw that and I thought I was the only new kid. Just wanted to know whether or not to introduce myself to someone else.
You know, I think I saw the car out there. It's you know, people. It's a Honda. It's nothing really special. But she was really hot. Sorry, I shouldn't really say that to you. But
that's all right.
She got a bunch of healthy food. You know,
really?
fruit and veggies and all that. Didn't
that's
get
why
any.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all that fresh produce stuff. Yeah, I thought so. Like, I was wondering why we were getting an early order.
Yeah. Bought a bunch of apples.
A lot of apples? That's weird.
I mean, apples are good. So, I like apples. Do you like apples?
Yeah, I do. I like apple pies as well. Mom's been making she's been making a lot of those.
Oh, apple pie is so good.
Yeah.
My mom burned the last one she tried.
Weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, she tried. She tried.
Yeah, it was for my sister's birthday. She wanted to try a thing where she didn't want cake. She wanted pie. Mom tried. It burned. We got cake. Yeah.
Emergency cake.
Yeah, emergency cake.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? I'll be sure to let Mom know about the apples. I'll grab a couple as well.
I mean, she got a bunch. She didn't take them all, but she got a bunch. So maybe she wants more. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll hook you up.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. I think that's right. Yeah. Well, I really can't stick around too long, unfortunately.
Oh yeah. I gotta get back to the checkout. You know, people.
Yeah, soup's busy.
Yeah, definitely, real busy, rush hour kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Kind of like goes for like a high five, handshake, hug, hybrid, all at the same time.
Oh, no. Is it like, you know, like the like
it's it settles for a wave.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Yep. Yeah, we can do that. Catch you around.
And then he like starts to head out and realizes like that you don't work here and that he kind of needs to like lead you back out and okay. Yeah. See, have a good weekend. Yep.
Yeah, have a good one. Catch you around.
Yeah, you too.
Amazing.
So natural. That was
pain.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go. It's like, okay, wait, what? Oh, it's like, oh, okay.
Yep. All right.
I'm going sketching.
Yes.
I just really hope like somehow he comes right by us as Corey and I are walking along, and then
no, for sure that'll happen. Like, cause you're going with Sean, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I get snacks and stuff. I very much avoid my mom asking me why I'm getting my helmet.
Well, I mean, at least you're wearing the helmet. you know.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just going to have a very normal skateboarding afternoon.
I believe you.
Cool. Oh. Nope. Never mind. Did you get to replace that line yet?
No.
Okay, bye. I'm gonna suggest to Sean that we go down Ashfall Road
Okay.
for our skitchen.
Sean's down with that. I mean, you're very unlikely that you're gonna run into any other cars on that road.
Yeah, that's
right
what
now.
I'm thinking.
So,
It just goes down past that weird barn, and
Yep.
then there's the highway. You just turn around.
Yeah. I'm down with that.
Cool.
So for GM knowledge, how does this work? Does one of you drive and the other one kind of hold on?
One drives
Okay.
and one holds on. So I offer to him that I'll drive the way out.
Okay. All right.
And then after he'll drive the way back in. What I am going to try to do is safely fall near this barn.
Oh, what?
So you drive and Sean's kind of like doing the thing on the way out. Turn around, swap places, and then as you're passing the barn, you want to try and
like bail safely.
We are
very much blaring Blink 182 this drive. They've been out for a while now, so it's probably like two or three CDs, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's got the 6-deck changer. They're just on shuffle.
Ooh, fancy.
Nice. Okay. Roll me athletics.
I know you're like a dice for sure.
Yeah, roll me athletics.
I will use.
I'm just gonna
cool for sure.
Put this out there once again. Kids at home, don't do this. Please.
Yeah, really.
don't
do not
this.
do this.
This is not imagination. It's all imagination. Keep it in your brain, in your mind.
It's a good thing I used some from my pool. I used 3 from my pool, everybody.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. Okay.
Oh my God.
So, Sean's driving, and I mean, he's not going super fast because that's just a real bad idea. But you know, you've done this enough times with him, and that you know kind of when you can bail on this, and it might not look the most graceful thing, which probably falls in your favor. And you're able to you fall onto the asphalt right outside this farmhouse. Sean, after a few seconds, realizes that you're not there anymore, breaks and like reverses back toward you. Leans out. You okay?
Yeah, I think it's my my leg is a little twisted. We should see. They said someone would stay in here. Maybe they can let me sit for a bit before we head back in.
You sure? I mean, I can just put you in the car. And he gets out to like check on you, and
I want to make sure we should, like, if there's an adult there, they'll know better than we do. I don't want to mess it up more, you know.
Yeah.
I can call my mom if I need to.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Also, if we have to call my mom, we definitely weren't skitching. I definitely trips.
Oh yeah. No. I mean, if you talk to my mom, we weren't doing this, right?
Yeah, no, we were walking the car.
Yeah.
I'll think of something better on the way.
Figure it out. We probably won't have to call your mom. I mean, you're scraped up, but you're not like super bad, and he helps you up.
Yeah.
Drops the skateboard in the back of the car, whatever he drives. Yeah, car. Just kind of throws it in the back with his, and there is no car in the driveway for this house.
Okay.
At the moment.
Okay.
But if you'd like to, you can definitely still walk up and knock on the door.
Yeah, I definitely still walk up and. Is anyone home? Have you heard someone was staying here this summer? Fell on the road.
Silence.
Look inside. Is there a window? It's a farmhouse.
Yeah, it's a farmhouse. There's like the doors with the windows in them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You see inside. It's it's very nice. Not like rich people mansion nice, but you know, comfy furniture. There's a TV. It looks clean and lived in, not the way you would imagine in a farmhouse that has been abandoned since you've been alive to look on the inside. Very clearly somebody has lived there. There's a you see there's a pair of rain boots outside the door. There's a porch swing with like a pillow on it that looks, it's not, you know, faded within an inch of its life or anything. Inside you see like just like a book or a mug that just, it indicates that somebody is indeed, this is lived in here.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's home, dude.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm gonna be real with you, man. I think that hot lady lives here. I thought we'd get to see her.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I guess.
You okay though? I mean, you could do, okay.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I was
okay.
Just yeah. Yeah, probably just like it doesn't seem like there's no reasonable way for me to think someone's in there and just not answering, right? Like nothing's on.
Yeah, you're right. It's you don't see any indication that they're, I mean, you see that this place is very clearly lived in, but you don't see that you don't hear anything or see anything that makes you think that somebody's actually home right now.
Okay. I think before he left, he would look inside one more time to see if he sees anything that like his mom would tell him to look out for. If there's like a weird plant or like a book, like I'm thinking as an adult, of course not.
Yeah.
He's a teenager, and I think as a teenager, he's like, is there a book that says I'm a evil fairy?
No.
How to
so that
ghosts.
specifically.
Yeah.
No. I mean, there's candles on the fireplace. But nothing, like you don't see like pentagrams on the floor.
Yeah, I know. But he's a movie teen kid.
He's a movie teen kid. I will say that if you because you've got at least 1 point in notice, right?
I do not, sadly.
Oh, you don't? Okay, cool. Never mind then.
Yeah. Did not take. He does not notice stuff.
All right. Then yeah, I mean, you don't. Again, there's nothing. If you're looking for sort of, you know, the craft style anything, it's no, you don't see that.
I think he would just try and like remember the layout of it, like. There's like a table there, and
it's like living room that and I mean it's not open floor plan, but you know, living room, you can kind of see through a door that there's a kitchen, another like sitting room. You see kind of like the bottom half of a set of stairs going upstairs. Everything looks sort of staggeringly normal, but again, this farmhouse has been abandoned since you've been alive. So the sort of the weird thing about it is that it doesn't look weird, you know, that it looks lived in.
Yeah. It's definitely, that's weird. I get what I asked. Hey, isn't it weird that this place is really nice?
Yep. Don't really like standing on the porch, dude.
I don't know, man. It just feels like
it's weird.
We've always talked about like it'd be cool to get into something weird, and this is something weird.
This is something real weird.
Break into someone's house, but I can't, like, you know?
Sean reaches out and tries to open the door, but it's locked. Like, he just, like, reaches out and tries to turn the doorknob, but no joy.
Okay, cool. Now you've gotten that out of the way.
Yeah. You know, I gotta try, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's not gonna be a back door to this thing. It's like a barn. I'm not trying to, like, actually break in. All right, Leah, let's just get back into town.
Yeah.
Fun afternoon though.
Yeah.
Do you have a shift this weekend at the pool?
I do. I'm on Sundays.
Bummer.
But yeah.
We were gonna go see Mulan.
Oh man.
It should be up for a while.
Like I was gonna go see it when I was in for, you know, lifeguard training, but timing didn't work.
Yeah. It should be out for a while. You'll make it. Or,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you can convince George to bring it here for like a weekend or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, the X-Files movie's real good. I don't really want him to take that down, even for, a day. So.
Do you want to go see the X-Files movie right now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I assume they have the schedule for the movie theater memorized.
Pretty much memorized. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We have 15 minutes. Let's go.
Yep. Yeah. So you get back in the car. Are we in your car or in Sean's car?
My car.
Okay. Because Sean as a lifeguard has a first aid kit, so if you wanted to fix your leg, but you're in your car, so speeds off, pulls into the theater. Again, there's 3 other cars in there at most. George probably would have held the movie for you if he knew you were coming. So yeah. Mm-hmm. That is what Leon and folks are doing. All right.
Yeah, and then Darcy would just want to know if she had to, with Grandpa, do pick up any supplies that Grandpa wanted her to, and then Riley, before people come over, would want to know if he remembers Donna Cartwright going missing in 48.
Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Yeah, everyone, she's been dead for a few years now when she was older, but yeah. Everyone assumed, and she said that she spent had somewhere away with some, the assumption was some secret lover somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably
There seems to be
mention
a pattern with somebody goes missing in the summer, but they come back.
Yeah, I mean, she came back. She was, not hitched to whatever lover that was for sure. But she came back. She seemed like herself. I didn't have a whole lot to do with her, but yeah.
Was she related to James?
I think cousin sort of thing. That family is real big. So I think it was a cousin sort of thing. She's much older than him.
Yes.
But yeah.
Okay. Because James Cartwright is one of our names, and then here in Donna Cartwright. But yeah, I know there's
a lot of them, right?
There's a lot of them. There's at least 2 in each one of my courses classes. I know you throw a rock at high school, you hit a Cartwright.
Gonna hit at least one of those, yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to know if there was, but it was just and did she come back different?
I mean, I didn't really know her that well, but she seemed to come back fine. My mom was friends with her. She was worried for the summer, but Donna came back okay. She didn't seem to see anything wrong with her.
Okay. Well, we need to keep an eye out in case someone else goes missing.
Yeah, I'll make sure my friends all know to kind of keep an eye on everybody.
Yeah. All right. So are we ready to set up camp?
I think we are. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and hit a break. A little later than usual because we got a bit of a late start, but we are going to go to break. So we will be right back. But first, I want to give a big shout out to our VIP Circle patrons. Thank you all for being rad humans and supporting Welcome to the Party at our VIP tier. So we have Jack C, Nerdy T, Abigator, Donald G, Michelle E, Anino, and Andy T. Thank you all for being super awesome people. And while we're off taking a break, go check out our sponsors. Sorry, my cats just knocked something off the table. It was very loud. And I have ghosts. And we will be back here just in a few minutes to pick up with the camping situation and see where that goes. So we will be back. And we're back from break. And we will jump right back in. We are playing Bubblegumshoe. This is Waverly Summer 98, a game of teen detectives, the supernatural, and nostalgia. And Austin's face is giving me so much life as a GM right now. Thank you. So we are going to jump right on in. Before the break, everybody kind of did their own little day of research and snack collecting and other things. And I think we are just going to jump, unless there was anything last minute anyone wanted to do, we will jump right in with everybody meeting up at Darcy's grandparents' house for a night of camping / surveillance.
Darcy does check to make sure her Tamagotchi is fed.
Oh.
It's alive.
Good.
It does, like, it's very cheerful and happy that you have fed it today.
Oh,
What magic did you pull?
Leon does ask whoever is attending at the movie theater if he can have the X-Files poster.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't even have to ask. That's right. The ticket guy, actually it's George, comes up to you because, you know, I know you've seen this movie so many times. We have, we got
Sorry,
shipped.
I missed the showing yesterday morning. I was sleeping.
Oh, okay. You know, you gotta sleep at some point. You know, I'm glad that's important. Sleep is important. But the film company, they sent us a couple of extra posters for the movie. And you know, they're duplicates of the one we already got here. Do you want one?
George, are you right now saying to me with your human mouth that I can have this X-Files poster from the theatrical release of the X-Files movie?
That is exactly what I am saying to you right now, Leon.
Yes, George, I would very much like this movie from the theatrical release of the X-Files.
You got it. And he hands you a poster tube with the theatrical release poster in it.
No, Sean, you can't have it.
Fine. You're the bigger fan anyway. It's totally okay. Fine.
I need to be alone. Have a good day, Sean.
Okay.
Sean just like blinks at you as you walk out with the poster.
I drove him here, and I'm like,
Yeah, you drove him here. You left him here, and he goes, "Oh, okay. I guess I'll walk home. That's fine."
buckle the poster in.
Left for a poster.
Oh, hey! Can I get my skateboard out of your car at least before you go? Have your moment with the poster.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'll like roll it down the road to him.
He runs up. He isn't quite able, like, he has to put his foot out and stop, and he can't quite jump on and, you know, keep going. Like, but yeah, enjoy the poster.
I'll call you when it's framed.
Thank you. He turns around and heads to his house.
If the next step is to meet up actually straight up
Yeah.
at Darcy's, I think the one thing Arvin would really want to do is go and talk with George.
Okay.
And I don't know if Corey, you want to come along?
You know, I think I'm gonna go to the store around the corner and get some snacks because I think I've learned my lesson
No.
about
Oh,
talking.
dude, no, don't be that way. I mean,
Or I could
listen,
just stand behind you and fold my arms.
You want to be the muscle?
Yeah.
All right.
If you have something you want to say, I'm not going to be the one that's going to stop you. All I'm asking is just.
Your mic got real weird there, KP. Did you?
I was just saying, I'm sorry. Is it okay now?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, you're back. Okay.
Okay. All right. I was just saying, listen, if you have anything to say, I'm not going to stop you. Just all I'm asking is, based on who we're talking to, about the things we're talking about, just be careful because we don't want to get in trouble. But, you know, hey, you do you, man, okay? But if you want to be the muscle, we can play the muscle, the good cop, bad cop kind of a situation.
All right.
Okay. Just to be clear, The reason we're talking to George though is because the principal said that she met up with him, but I can tell just by the way that, just how things went down that night and the way that she was talking, I highly doubt that they had met that night, or if they did, that was not the reason. It was not because George was having some issue, or he was having medical problem or something, or whatever bullshit she was spewing. It's probably something else. So we're gonna talk with George, and the goal here is to basically see if he can either contradict what she says or kind of reveal the real reason if we can.
We should figure out if he's married too.
Why?
Because of the affair.
I mean, that is also actually a valid avenue that I hadn't thought of. And that would be really bad if that's how... Either way, let's go. We can do that. We definitely do that.
All right.
All right. We go to the theater.
Okay. As you are walking past, you see Leon reach out the side of his car and like drop Sean's skateboard out as he drives off in the other direction. So you're there just in time to see that moment.
It's like is that... Was that Leon?
Yeah. He got a poster. George gave him one of the X-Files posters, and he needs to like be alone with it.
You don't have to say it. You don't have to say it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to know anymore.
No, me neither. No.
How you doing, Sean?
All right. How you doing, Arwen?
Hey, another day. I will talk to you later. Kind of in the middle of something, but hopefully everything's good on your end, man.
Yeah.
Jesus. You just walk on.
Corey's just arms crossed, nodding.
Hey, Corey.
Hey.
All right. So you head into the theater. George is there doing some like theater manager stuff. The next showing isn't until 8. So lunch. So if you're here super early, I mean, you can buy the ticket and come back, but I'm just letting you know it's not until 8.
I don't. Letting me know. But that's actually not what exactly the reason we're here for. Do you have a minute to chat, George?
Yeah.
Just curious. A couple nights ago, wait, what was the night again? Was that like 2-3 nights?
It would have been
ago?
Sunday night.
Yeah. Okay. So last Sunday night, can I ask? Were you at the theater like around 10 o'clock ish?
No, closed up at 9 when it closes.
That's what I thought. Did you happen to get any phone calls or any news about anything about that theater, about what happened that night?
No, did something happen?
If anything at all happened that night?
No. Should I have?
No, I don't know. I'm just trying to piece some things together, and some weird things happened that night. You know how I'm not too far away.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Did anybody report any kind of like loud noises, like an explosion sort of noise, or a big flashing lights near the theater or inside the theater to you at all?
Nina did mention that there was a really loud noise that night. So I checked everything out in the morning. It was all fine.
Was she like closing up or something, or why did she hear it?
Nita and her husband live above the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and it's like a block away, so they would have heard it too. Yeah. Okay. She just said it was a really loud noise. So just as a heads up, check it out. She called me in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, everything was fine when I got here. I mean, something weird happened?
No, I just want, I heard the noise too. I was meaning to ask you and chat with you about it, but just wanted to make sure you were okay, because I don't know, something like that just sounded really not good. But I'm glad to hear the theater's fine, you're fine.
Yeah, we're all good.
Okay, cool. Quick question is, could I detect BS to see if...
Yeah, you can roll BS detector, yeah.
All right. I will roll BS. And I don't have a pool of anything, so this is gonna be straight roll. Not bad.
Not bad. He's being straight with you on this.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right, well, that's all I wanted to know. I just want to check in and see if you're good, man. That's what
Yeah,
it
I'm
is.
good. Thanks for checking. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything's good here. Not really sure what the noise was, but everything's fine. Theater's working fine, so popcorn machine's
Okay.
still good.
Nothing wrong with any of your projectors or any of your screens or anything?
No.
All right. Thanks for letting me know.
I mean,
That's
I think
good
the
to hear.
projector was unplugged when I came in that morning, which is a little weird. We usually leave it plugged in, but
That
you
is
okay there,
weird.
Corey?
Yeah.
We had a couple hot tamales on the way here. He's kind of
Got it. Yeah, when you have too many of those, everything just your eyes start to water. Yeah, I get it.
yeah. Anyways, we'll just maybe actually can you give us some water maybe and then we'll
Oh
head out?
yeah, no problem. Kyle, can you get your buddy a glass of water? Kyle, yeah. And gives you a very large glass of water that is mostly ice.
Why do you guys put ice in? Okay, never mind. Thanks, man. Talk to you later.
Yeah, you're welcome. See ya, Corey. Kyle,
Yeah.
waves at you.
Yeah. See ya.
For the record, George does have a wedding ring on. Just to
Okay.
close that point out.
The plot thing.
Okay.
All right. So, two Darcy's.
Yeah, and the way
Okay.
I'm gonna be like discussing all of this with Corey and just be like,
Okay.
one thing I want to say is, dude, I don't want to say this, but I feel like our principal has something to do with all these ghosts and things happening around town.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Thanks, buddy. Let's go. Maybe we can discuss it with the rest of the gang.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yep.
And then we head out.
Corey's just like, there's gears turning. Thoughts.
Corey, the math lady meme right now.
There's just a lot of thoughts.
It's like I could just imagine him going, if she's not having an affair with George, who is she having an affair with?
Yes.
Like just fixated on that one thought.
The one thought. Yep. All right. So everybody meets up at Darcy's grandparents' house. Kind of later in the day, probably around dinner time-ish, I would say. Before it gets dark, but enough time to set up. House smells really good of a lot of really good food her grandmother's been making. Okay, so yeah.
Smells like apples.
All right,
Yeah.
y'all wanted snacks.
Indeed.
So I got some Squeeze-Its. I got some Little Hugs. Who wanted the Warheads?
This guy.
He ate Warheads.
He passes one to like three of them to Basil. Like, you
All
to
at
get the
once?
best. Yes, and I said, to get the best effect, you got to put as many of those in your mouth as you can.
I got these I got some Pringles. I got the pizza Pringles and normal Pringles. Cheese balls. Corey, you like the cheese balls, right? Yeah, here you go. Also a assortment of Lunchables.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh gosh, that would be what 90s kids would take camping.
Yeah.
Oh, they taste like plastic.
The pizza
We loved
ones
it.
with the dough has no flavor. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know,
Lunchables
every kid
was
wanted
for
it.
Everybody, elevated food. It's an elevated experience. Lunchables in a toaster oven.
God, I wished I had one of those when I was younger. I think I had it like once or twice, and that was like a privilege to get them.
Yeah. Same.
I had some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles popsicles, but I forgot it's summer, so it's mostly juice now.
Oh man. You just see like one of those little eyeballs floating in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, I had these popsicles, and then I forgot I had to like get over here, and it was summer. But you could like drink the sugar water if you
Oh,
want.
yeah, you
The
could.
gumballs are still good.
Your grandfather comes over and goes, we could put them in the freezer, you know, maybe refreeze them. I don't know how good that would be.
It's not the same.
Their faces will look just as creepy, honestly. So
It's true.
That's true.
That's so true.
And there's a cooler, and we have Capri Sun.
Mm-hmm.
Dibs on the strawberry.
how everybody's day go?
Well, we're
Not
gonna have
bad.
dinner. So after dinner, so are we eating dinner?
Yeah, you're eating dinner. It's a good spread of like there's the baked mac and cheese. There's chicken of some variety. I don't know if people want fried chicken, grilled chicken, baked chicken, but whatever version you want is there on the table.
It's all the time.
Yeah, all the types of chicken. There's salad, which does not seem to be very interesting, but just sort of there because it should be. And then there's some sort of like rice and mushroom, really good, not quite risotto, but similar, that she's put together for for everybody, obviously, but specifically for Arwind.
Nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
So like as like Arwind is like stuffing his face, he's like, so something interesting happened.
Oh yeah, what'd you find out?
We went to see the principal, like I said. Asked her about that night, and she said that she went up and checked up with George. Everything was good. And then something else came up. That's why she had to ditch me.
Yeah.
And, you know, tried to play it off, but I got her number, man. Listen to this.
What's her number?
So,
I think it's probably in the phone book.
I mean, I've been meaning to call her about those TV shows. So if you have her number,
And Grandpa be like, yeah, she's listed.
Yeah, I got her. Yep. Santiago, right? Yeah, I got her right here.
please don't call her. No, stop. I meant
what you said you had her.
I got her figured out. Okay.
Oh.
Gotcha.
I meant that she was lying. I could tell she was lying, but to prove it, I then Corey and I went to the theater and we talked with George, and he told us he never met her that night.
Oh yeah, so she went away from the theater or something.
No, she said that she met him. She checked up on him and said that George called her, asked her, "Did you call him? Or what did you do?" And he said he closed up the theater that night at 9 and he left. He wasn't even at the theater.
So
Yeah.
she
So
went.
either George is lying or she's lying. But just based on how they told me it, I
She
have
was a little
high
bit
inkling.
sketch that last time we talked to her.
Yeah, I was like,
Right?
yeah, that's what Basil said. So she was at the theater. I mean, I feel like we kind of knew that.
But that's the thing. But why would she lie?
She
And the thing
lied
is-
about why. She lied
Right.
about why.
Yeah.
And she, you know, she's just randomly like, she was fine with me coming along 1 second. The next second she's gone. We go to the theater and then we see a freaking ghost. I mean, and why? Then she lied about it. I'm like, if anything, either she should have said, "Sorry, I couldn't make it to the theater. Something came up," or "Hey, I was at the theater," and we would have seen her.
Right.
So my hunch tells me that she has something to do with all of this. Either, and can I tell you, Corey had the best epiphany. Her sister is in town.
Okay.
Her sister Helen, we heard her talking to her. No, Helen is the principal's name. What did she?
Yeah.
Helena is the principal.
Helena is the principal's name. Did she mention the sister's
She
name?
did not mention her sister's name.
Okay, never mind. So she said, so her sister is in town. I haven't seen her. Has anybody ever seen her here?
Does she match the
No.
description of the
I
woman?
haven't seen her.
She could be the
She
hot
was,
lady.
she was, she came out of the. Thank you for the raid, other doc. Hi everybody.
Hey.
Hey everyone. She did come out of the. You did see her. She came out of the principal's office, and she's tall, dark hair. She was very attractive. So I mean, that's a very general description. You haven't actually. No one specifically pointed and said, hey, this is the lady who lives in the weird house. But tall and dark hair and attractive does fit the description.
Okay, so she came in town. I bet you she's the lady that's now living in the barn house. And so, like, all these weird things happened that night that the principal and her sister were involved.
So, okay. So what I found out when I went to the museum and talked to Nancy, we're having dinner, so I'll show you all the graphs and data later. But there seems to be, there were other nightfalls that have been here with the approval of somebody in charge, whether it was like a council or a mayor. And I don't know what these names, I don't know, maybe some of you have, I don't pay attention that much in English class or, other history class. Anyway, so the first one was Arthur back in 1800s. And then it was Morgana, and then Ursula, and then Titania. Yeah.
Hey,
It's been the four of them kind of like, Arthur's only on there once, but the other three, it's just kind of
rotating.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. You want to say those names again?
So Arthur's only been here once, and then the other three have like rotated, like take turns. Morgana, Ursula, and Titania.
Okay. What?
We're not too sure which one's here now.
Are there more Capri Suns?
Yes.
There's a whole cooler full.
Or there's...
I just see like Leon run up and just grab all of them, just like
Okay.
Do these names mean any?
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
I saw a movie. It was like a TV miniseries a couple months ago about King Arthur and Merlin. And there was a lady, and she was real hot, named Morgan the Fay or something like that.
Yep, you're absolutely right, Corey. So those are.
She was real pretty. I mean, she was not real pretty at first, and then she got real pretty. She was like that Helena something lady. I forget.
See, like Arvin just bolt up and like what?
Okay, so yeah, our principal's name's Helena, and I really never thought much of it. But you're saying her sister's in town?
No, the actress.
Yes. What? Yes.
So wait, do the names Arthur, Morgana, Ursula mean something?
Arthur, like King Arthur.
King Arthur.
Morgana, Titania. These are all. Well, so Titania is like the queen. At least that's what all like the fairy tales and TV shows and movies tell us. Or Ursula's in
The Little Mermaid.
Yep,
These are fake names.
Yes, it's not a. It's her name. Anyway.
You okay, Leon?
No. No.
Oh, are these from history stuff, or like
Kind
folklore?
of. The folklore.
Yes.
More folklore. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, this is not a. Who was the last person? What was the last name?
The last one was.
It was Titania. It was the last one.
Titania was the last one.
Is it a normal rotation? Is there like a pattern?
Is there?
Yeah. It seems to like Arthur's the oddball in there because he's only in there once, but otherwise it is a pretty consistent pattern of Titania, Morgana, Ursula.
Is
Titanium
Arthur
Runners.
there once, as in he's the first one, or the?
No, he's an oddball. Like it should have been. It looks like it should have been Titania that year, but Arthur's there instead. It was sometime in the. It was. I think it was the 1848 one that he was. Whichever one, whenever the last. Sorry, my math is not working. But whenever the last time Titania was supposed to be here, he was there instead. Yeah.
So it should be Ursula. In theory, if we're looking at a pattern, it should be Ursula.
Morgana. Titania, Morgana,
Ursula. So if Titania was here the last time in 1948, then we're dealing possibly with Morgana.
Oh, okay. Hey GM, what would I know about Morgana?
You would how much do you think would Leon have been an Arthurian person in terms of knowing a lot about that?
I don't know.
I feel like as a film buff, a lot of it comes from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah, I don't know if he'd be Arthurian. I think it'd be like picking up from like other media, like that kind of stuff gets thrown into like comics and movies and stuff. Austin can't think of like a movie that would have been out that he would have seen.
Yeah, I can't either. I'm sure there was one, but
a lot of what I'm thinking of is Austin knows there's a whole arc of the Gargoyles cartoon that deals with the Fae heavily. So I wasn't sure between things he may have seen and that time he looked through his parents' Fae stuff, what he would know besides
name recognition.
Name recognition of like,
yeah. Is anyone else like Basil or anyone else have like anything or?
Yeah.
I'm having
is anyone an English buff?
What buff?
English.
Like a literature.
English.
I don't have any. Does anyone have scholarship? I don't have scholarship.
I have scholarship.
Basil and Arwen have scholarship, it looks like.
There we go.
So yeah, we can say that this would like you could have done like it could have come up in English class in school. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would know the big piece of that is that Morgan Le Fay is a very powerful magic user. Some sources have her as a witch, some as a sorcerer, some as a fae, all kinds of back and forth, but that she is her primary role in a lot of literature is as some flavor of magic wielder.
Oh, it's in all that stuff I didn't read.
Yeah.
Also that she's generally good. And she's there's some relation to King Arthur there in that. Sources vary, but that she's generally, she's not malevolent in most sources.
And then so there's a couple of other things to go on with that. Okay. So there's usually increase in ravens. So I don't know if there's been more birds lately. Reports of a loud noise, then followed by a ghost. Those are in other previous stories. After she leaves, there's a good crop yield. And then, someone goes missing during the summer, but then comes back.
That all makes sense.
Does?
What?
Yeah,
Missing?
Well, they probably get taken to the Fae world that my mom was warning us about.
But then they come back fine. So is this an actual non-issue?
Oh my god, they switcheroo.
What?
They must switcheroo with someone. They can't just I don't know the rules, but there's got to be rules, or else they would just be here all the time, right? But they come every 50 years. And they switcheroo with somebody. I don't know why they want to be here.
So you're saying
does
that
the person go missing before or after?
Because it's an adult and they come back normal. There's like missing, because the last one was Donna Cartwright, and everyone thought that she had just like run off to have an affair somewhere, but she came back fine, and apparently not had an affair, but didn't really talk about
Oh,
it.
we don't know about that. Your grandfather jumps in. We don't know for sure about whether the affair happened or not. It doesn't. I don't think it's relevant here. And your grandmother kind of like, Martin. But yeah.
Well, yeah. Did she go missing before the quote unquote the lady, the Nightfall lady came?
Yeah.
It was Martin doesn't remember. I mean, that was so long ago. But you've got the records from Nancy that she gave you, and it's around the same time, like within about a week. It's like in one direction or the other. It seems to sort of like there's no consistency in that, but it's like it's plus or minus a week from when the person arrives to when somebody in town vanishes.
Gosh, there sure are a lot of affairs in this town.
What?
And it seems as though she was just James's cousin, because I asked because we had a James Cartwright on our list, but well, you know how many Cartwrights there are. You throw a rock
there's a lot
in a
of
room.
Wait, Corey, what do you mean about a lot of affairs? This seems very important. Corey, a lot of affairs?
I'll encourage him.
I'm still trying to figure it out. I'll let you know.
Oh, yeah, you work on that. Good going with the sister thing. Okay. I went to the house. That's what I did. I'm not dead. And as far as I can understand, this isn't a dream.
Right. How did you, what was your cover story?
Oh, no one was home.
Okay, but what would your cover story had been?
I hurt my knee.
Are you okay?
And I needed help, so they would let me in the house.
Oh, you did that skateboard thing, didn't you?
Yeah, I did the skateboard thing.
Don't do
Which
the
again,
skateboard
PSA for everybody watching: don't do the skateboard thing.
Don't do
Not
the
safety
skateboard thing.
first.
Yeah. My grandpa's gonna go. Don't do the skate. Don't.
I don't know
That was
what you're
clever.
talking about with the skateboard thing specifically, but that sounds like a really bad idea, Leon.
Trust me, Mr.
It
Darcy's
is.
grandpa. Going to the house was a much worse idea, knowing what I know now.
Oh no! The going to the house was a really bad idea. But don't do the skateboard thing. Is your knee okay? Do you need anything for that?
Oh, I'm actually fine. No, it's fine. The house was very normal, which is very unsettling. Because it's an abandoned barn.
It's a farmhouse. It is a house, not a barn. It's a farmhouse.
It was still very normal, which is weird.
But it looked like it was lived in, which we all know, I guess. Never mind.
Yeah, but it was... okay, so...
Well, I think the best thing we can do now is go with our plan that we were going for, is just observe them.
Wait.
Yeah.
Have we noticed anyone missing from town? It's a small town. Has anyone been unaccounted for if we, think about it?
Not yet.
Okay.
And Grandpa's gonna be like, I'm gonna be on that. I'm on that. Starting
I'm on that. I called a couple friends today. We're on it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, someone that'll be the. I wonder, because there's not a consistency thing. I wonder if it's if they talk to them. I don't know. The wheels are turning, but something's up with our principal.
For sure.
And
Sister.
I mean, there's a bunch of very powerful Fae that come to visit every 50 years. Not a bunch. It sounds like one. Maybe a bunch.
Do you know if they like anything specific or?
They don't like iron.
Okay.
I
mean, I didn't really figure out much when I was asking around town. Just she'd eaten at the country club, gone to the grocery store, bought a lot of apples. That's all really.
A lot of apples?
That's what Eric said. Lots
Weird.
of healthy, green food and apples.
I mean, it sounds like you figured out something they like.
I could go grab some next time I'm home. if we need to fake gift or.
I mean, it's good to. I remember when I was watching that Gargoyle special. At least in the show, like they really like gifts and favors. So.
Okay.
I could gift like a fruit basket or something. I don't know.
I mean that
Like,
that might be
welcome
good.
to town.
I wonder if
Maybe-
anyone's welcome in the town.
Yeah, maybe we can have Grandma, you or Mom.
I mean, they were right next door.
Mm-hmm. It would be logical now that we know someone's there.
Martin looks over at, what's your grandmother's name again?
Lily.
Lily, that's right. Martin looks over at Lily, and Lily gets a bit of a look on her face that you have seen many times, Darcy, of like, okay, we'll indulge this. And says, I can make a pie and bring it over tomorrow. And Martin, if I get abducted to the Fey realm, it is all your fault.
I mean, one of us could take it.
If one of you get abducted to the Fey realm, Martin, it's all your fault.
Yeah, my mom will probably curse you or something. I don't know. She's
Yeah.
into something.
Oh no.
Grandma, yeah.
Maybe, hey Leon, by the way, maybe your mom or someone, maybe they might know some gifts or something, or
Oh, I can't tell my mom.
You
fair
know,
enough.
and Grandma, Mom really loves the whole neighborly thing, and she has no clue what's going on. So, you know how she could just be all
Yeah.
the innocent one.
A family tree here, like your mother is their daughter, right? Or is your dad their child?
Their dad. So
Okay.
mom's from out of town, which is why
Got it.
one of the reasons why she's like always neighborly, because she's been the one that had to like fit in.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. I mean, she does. She's very good at that.
Yeah. She has no clue, and she likes to do things like that.
This isn't an excuse to get your mother abducted to the Fey realm for the summer, is it?
If that was my plan, I would suggest Emma.
Your grandfather like like tries so hard to cover up a laugh, and it does not work at all. He's just about like to fall out of his chair laughing. That's a fair point. Okay.
Okay.
So should we still go stake
Yeah.
out this farmhouse?
Yeah, we're still going to do that. Then if we learn anything, then you can tell Grandma
Okay.
and Grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she won't let me sleep outside, on the floor, on the ground. It's bad for my back. It's probably for the best, but don't tell her I said that. But if there's anything, if you see anything, middle of the night, eat anything.
I got the walkie.
You got the thing.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. And if it's really bad, I got the Morse code thing. So,
I mean, if
got
it's
that
really
too.
bad, if things really come down to it, we might hear anything. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
I really think Darcy's grandpa would have caught her Morse code, because if he was in communications.
Oh
with
yeah,
her too,
he
Yeah.
definitely taught you Morse code. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
You click and he can be got it.
Yeah.
So Corey, who has scarfed so much of that macaroni and cheese that there are not going to be as many leftovers as your grandmother thought, then grabs the bag of cheese balls and is like, all right, are we going to go snack now?
Yeah, we're gonna go snack, and also, we're sure there's no way for us to watch a movie. There's like no way to watch a TV out there.
I mean, we can put one on and that we can move the TV and angle it toward the window, but then you wouldn't be looking at the house. Just depends on what you.
Yeah,
we
that's
could set it up.
no, you're
but
You're right.
You know,
This is-
well, Leon, you got that game thing, and then,
right.
Not
I want to
goldfish.
teach. I'm gonna teach Corey how to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh my god.
This can only go well.
It'll be good. It'll get us in the mood for weird stuff.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and we got the whole chance and everything, and the lookout, gear and like the telescope and the thing and such. So yeah.
Right. If any of us get caught or something, remember, don't talk to Faye. Like, just don't even say hi. Just like keep moving.
Yeah.
And
You
my
know.
mom was just very adamant about don't talk to Faye. So
Corey's so excited
Okay.
for this. Corey's gonna grab one of the sleeping bags and like book it outside.
Yeah.
I
Basil's
assume
keen
that
to
maybe
go
like we
camping.
already set up tents and stuff when
Yeah,
it's light
you
out.
already
Yeah,
set
the-
up tennis when it was late.
Darcy,
Yeah,
Grandpa,
you're all good.
Make sure that we got like the best angle and the tents are here. And
Yeah. It's perfect. Like it does not look suspicious at all. It looks perfectly natural for I mean that without any amount of sarcasm. That's just how my voice works. It looks completely natural that you've set it up as if you were a bunch of kids just having camping in the backyard. But it is actually very tactically oriented that you have a perfect angle at the house, and like the telescope is angled in a way that like we're not looking at the house, we're looking at the moon and Mercury that's up right now or something like that. Yeah,
Like if something suspicious happens, Grandpa just has it to where we just tilt up.
yeah, exactly, perfect. Yeah, it's the whatever thing that's on is loose enough that you can just easily
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, we're good.
okay. All right. So Yu-Gi-Oh. I will not make us roleplay playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's time to do.
Yeah, so what is specifically are you all looking for tonight?
I know, Arwen, I'm just pointing the camera at the barn and ready to just take any snaps of anything that could possibly look weird, out of place. If anybody walks out, I put on my zoom lens that I have.
Okay.
So
Are you set up like on a tripod too, kind of thing?
Oh, well, not that fancy. I'm still
Okay.
a little more amateurish, but just on the ground, kind of just pointing. It's like
Yeah,
Oh,
a regular.
Grandpa's gonna be like, well, no. And
Yeah,
it's
that
gonna be
will
kinda
not
old.
do.
Yeah, that will not do.
Fair.
Grandpa will have something for you.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Grandpa gets you hooked up with it. It's an old. It's probably was not originally intended as a camera tripod, but it will function as that, so you're not lying so that you actually have an upward. It's up, not fully in the grass.
I know Darcy's going to be looking for anything that is she performing any sort of ritual that's causing the noise, and looking more for like the spectral ritual sort of deal, because she has dealt with ghosts and such, so she's looking for the ghost angle, since that's
Okay.
what she knows.
Basil will probably look from the ravens and all the things that we know, just kind of gather the information and have a look around.
Mhm.
Probably mostly in terms of creatures and outdoor things and anything that just looks a little bit off, because it's a farmhouse. They know what a farmhouse looks like and how they generally operate. So
Yeah. Okay.
Is the car
Okay.
there?
Yes, the car is there and the lights are on.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Are between Darcy's and the farmhouse, are there like woods or trails or anything that people walk along?
Um,
I know it's like near the edge of town, and some towns have
Yeah.
that. I'm not saying this one does.
there's a handful of trees, not big trees like the ones you guys have been
Mhm.
looking at, but just normal trees. Between the two of you, there's not much of a line between the two properties. There's no
Mhm.
fence or anything like that that's specifically showing it. I mean, the lawn is mowed in slightly different directions, which kind of tells you where the
Mhm.
property boundary is, but nothing in terms of established walking trails or anything of that nature.
Okay, I was like, I think after trying Yu-Gi-Oh for a bit, Leon would ask Corey if he wants to just like wander around in the dark,
Yes.
basically. So I don't know.
Throws
if
the
we've been
cards
into
down.
anything,
I'm
but-
ready.
Yeah,
Cool.
no, if you're going to go walking, we need buddy system. Buddy system if we...
Buddy.
Buddy.
Yeah, good. Buddy system if you're going to leave camp.
Yeah. We're just gonna, you'll probably see us. We're just gonna wander around in between.
Okay.
We're just gonna go spy.
No, cool. We're just gonna wander.
Oh. I wanted to spy.
Oh.
So, Corey, how's summer school, man?
It's just like regular school. Except there's less
Really?
of it. I only have to
I mean,
go
that
Monday,
sounds good,
Wednesday,
though.
and Friday.
I mean, I guess that's all right. I don't know. We just, I feel like since the summer started and we had this whole weird thing, we haven't chatted. Just wanted to see how you're doing. I know it's kind of been a lot.
I mean, there's ghosts and stuff.
Yeah, there's ghosts and weird face stuff and a bunch of stuff. I don't know. We're still teenagers trying to have a summer.
Am I not talking to you enough?
No, I wasn't saying you're not talking to me enough. I was saying I'm not talking to you enough. I kind of got wrapped up in all this pretty quick.
Oh.
So I just wanted to say we're still buds, and sorry I haven't been as chatty as usual. I've been a little bit paranoid.
That's okay, buddy.
But I did want to say I have I got this thing for you. I'm going to take out VHS copy of the 1990 Ninja Turtles movie. I was hoping to show you this then. I think you'd really like it. We can't watch it here, but when you get home, you could play it. It's really, really dope movie.
They're Ninja Turtles.
And I think you'd also enjoy ninjas. It's a lot of cool fighting.
Okay. If
They're
you
like-
tell me I'm gonna like something, I'm probably gonna like it.
Well, they're like us because they're teenagers trying to have a normal life, but people
We're
around
not
them are making
free.
it kind of hard.
All right.
So I don't know. I've watched it a few times since this all started, and I thought you'd like it too.
Why are they in a sewer?
Because people can be mean.
This seems like a really deep movie.
It's a lot. It doesn't get the credit it deserves. A lot of people really look down on this movie now, but it's a damn good movie, you know?
All right. Well, I don't think we can watch it while we're taking a walk, but
No, I didn't want to forget to give it to you now.
thanks.
Yeah, thanks for taking the walk. It's a nice night. It doesn't seem like anything too weird's going on.
All right. So we'll cut away from that. Back to camp. Basil, I mean, it is night, so there's a lot of fireflies around. Like, that's super normal for this time of year. But you also do see there's I wouldn't call it a flock. It's not enough. But enough to be noticeably odd number of ravens that sometimes like that land either on the house or on the porch or in a tree near it and then fly off.
So they're basically like chilling at the
They're chilling at the house.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's weird. Got the ravens there. Just like pointed out to, because Arwen has like a Arwen and Darcy are there, so point to them.
What? Arwen's gonna like turn his camera, kind of start. Seeing
Yeah,
you.
just right there. You just look up. There's oh Jesus.
Sorry.
Yeah, your mic went all weird again.
I'm sorry about that. I was just saying that it's gonna.
You're a little muffled still, buddy.
Hold up.
There you go.
There
You're good.
Better?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Sorry about that.
We all have ghosts in our computers tonight.
The closer we get to this house.
Yep, the closer you get to the house, the more ghosts are in my players' computers.
It's bad juju. Anyways, so I'm gonna start like taking some pictures of the birds on the house, just to take some pictures, do something. But yeah, keep an eye on it.
Cool. And Darcy, you're looking for the ghost / spectral aspect, yeah?
Yes.
You don't see any specific ghosts around here, but what you do see, kind of as, I mean, sun has set, but you know, it's just night gets darker as it goes on, you know, like the moon does stuff, I don't know, nature, turning of the earth, but it's as kind of the night goes on, you do start to see it's not super detailed, but just like a little bit of a glow, like emanating from the house, like on the ground, like as if there's just some sort of something, and it's aiming in the direction of the cemetery. It's faint. You're looking specifically for it, which is how you end up seeing it. And I mean, if you point it out, other people will see it as well. But there's a porch light on as well, and so it can very easily be missed in some of that. But it's distinctly kind of a silvery energy glow, faintly kind of emanating from the house again in that specific direction.
And I pointed out to Orin, and I tried to look through like the binoculars carefully to see if, like, after a while, does it shoot out or?
It's just there, and you can kind of follow it. It gets fainter the farther it gets away from the house, but it seems to be going in like a specific line. It's very faintly pulsing, as if maybe there's just some energy behind it.
Okay. Just observe. I don't know if Arwen wants to try to take pictures of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And really just sort of really observing. Yeah, I really want to see what happens. I'm going to be,
cautious.
Yeah. Yep.
So no
it seems
ritual.
to be pretty. It does. All the lights are on. Not all of them, but you know, enough lights are on in the house to seem like somebody's home. None of the lights in the windows are flickering as if they were with candles or anything. Like, it just genuinely seems like somebody's home and the lights are on. You don't, looking through the binoculars, you can't, you haven't been able to find the person in the house yet, but you're close enough with the binoculars that, again, just like Leon earlier today, like no pentagrams or other obvious, like, or other symbols or other things that would be specifically ritual of sorts in there, at least that you can see from this particular angle.
Is it a quiet night?
Yep, you hear some crickets. There's a really annoying tree frog that seems to be sort of screaming from like the other direction.
We need to see if we have a loud noise tonight.
Mm.
You do
Okay.
hear a car coming.
Oh, hi.
We're good here. We're good. We're good. Okay, so there's a car.
Coming from the direction of town.
Okay.
Drives past, pulls up in the driveway, behind the car of the person who's living there. And Principal Santiago gets out.
I knew it.
She gets out, shuts the door. Leon and Corey, you're hidden in the shadows, and you are close enough to be able to see this and hear anything. So she gets out, shuts the door, knocks on it, and door opens. A woman from inside steps out. She is the person who was in the principal's office this afternoon. And the woman says, "Helena, thank you for coming." And they hug and head inside. And so that's where we'll stop for tonight.
Totally gonna get kidnapped.
Oh
Jeez.
God. It was
We're
gonna be
getting
like,
closer.
Corey, I really want to go to that house.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Leon's gonna want to go to that house.
No.
Corey's not gonna stop him.
Nope.
Well, we'll find out what happens with that next week. Oh. Thank you all. This was a great session. I have so many clips from it, from various people breaking me and each other. This was great. Thank you all for everybody who got a couple of raids. We have some new followers. Thank you all so much for that. Thank you to all of our sponsors for sponsoring this show. It's great. And we will be back next week. Same time, same place. But first, before we head on out and find somebody to raid, I would like to go around the overlay again and just say who you are, who you played, where people can find you on the internet, any projects you want to plug, and then let's talk about, just say one of your favorite moments from tonight. And we will start with Austin.
Hey everybody. My name's Austin. My pronouns are he, him. I just got done playing Leon, whose pronouns are also he, him. I was the first one to be inhabited by the ghost of Waverly, my computer, which is why we started later. You can find me on Twitter at NightAU26. I'm thinking I'm going to change it soon, so I don't have a name of numbers, but I haven't figured out when to change it to yet. I have a podcast. My podcast is Secret Histories of Nerd Mysteries. We upload new episodes every Monday. You can find us on Anchor or Spotify. You can find us on Twitter at Nerd Mysteries. Our most recent episode was on Saturday morning cartoons. Hear all about the weird history of Saturday morning cartoons, like the law that pretty much made them die in 1996. Shortly after this, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, that's me, I think. Yeah.
And what was one of your favorite moments from tonight?
Favorite moments. I knew I forgot something. Dang it. One of my favorite moments is probably not being there initially for the oh yeah, someone lived there named Titania, and then someone named Morgan, and then Ursula, and there's an Arthur. That was I was I need to take my headset off and walk away. Oh my god.
Moon. All right, and to Wasa.
Hey guys, Wasa, they, them pronouns. I played Basil on this episode and on future episodes, etc. You can find me on Wasagi91 on Twitter. I am a freelance writer, and I guess the biggest thing at the moment is Sina Uno. So if you go to the Deck of Many, they have the pre-order for this 5e mythical world of based on Philippine mythology, which is really cool. I wrote for that. That's it at the moment for me. I guess my favorite moment was probably when Leon went to the theater and got the poster. Good times there, and the skitchin in general, actually. So yeah, don't do it, as everyone says. Real bad. That's it, really.
All right.
So scared Leon was gonna get kidnapped.
No,
Went out on his
same.
own.
I think
Oh
there's
my
just this
God.
fear now. It's like all the children must not get kidnapped.
Oh my God.
And to KP.
Oh, hi guys. I'm KP of KP11 Photos. I do cosplay and portrait photography. You can find me as KP11 Photos on Instagram and Twitter. Well, with current situation, not much photography going on just yet. Mainly posting some old stuff, but as you can see, I play Arwind on the show, this wonderful show with these wonderful people. But also, I debuted on a new show last Wednesday, and we're continuing every Wednesday well, actually, we're doing every Wednesday and Saturday, but it's a big cast of great people. We're playing the Maths game, where we're all a bunch of teenage superheroes, and it's themed around the LGBTQ flag. So each day is themed around one of the colors. So like Wednesday was green, I believe it was green, which represents life. So the entire campaign or the entire session was themed around that. And so on that, I play a character called Kriti Verma, or her superhero name is Bijli, which means lightning in Hindi. And I'm really excited to play her as well. She's new, so I'm still exploring her, but I hope you guys join us next Wednesday. And actually, there's a game going on right now, so if you guys, if they're not done yet, you guys check them out. Or if not, next Wednesday I'll be on. And yeah, that's pretty much what's happening in my life right now.
Cool. And a favorite moment from tonight.
Oh, tonight, oh man. Outside of the Yu-Gi-Oh card moment, I really enjoyed like my moment with Corey, just walking around trying to investigate and figure out what the hell is happening. That was great. I just like every moment with us together. So that was a lot of fun, and I'm excited to see where this goes next.
Awesome. Michelle.
Hi, I'm Michelle. You can find me on Twitter at Shell_game or in our Discord. Okay, so here's Saturday. Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, I play Jovra on Rifts, which is on this channel. And then Fridays on this channel at 9 p.m. Eastern, I am on our Dark Descent D&D game where I play Lorana. And favorite moment that has not been mentioned already was Basil at just doing their sort of like, I'm just doing deliveries, give me the gossip, I'm here. And they just did that wonderfully. You know, like Darcy can't do stuff like that. You know, it's just been so obvious. And, you know, they really, and that awkward, like, did I just come on to them or not? Was that, I don't, that was great. I like that moment.
Yeah. And Ren.
Hi, I'm Ren. Gosh, sorry, I've got like producer brain right now. Where am I? I'm Atomic Firebird on Twitter. That's where I am. Where you can see me talking about my Twitch channel, Make Believe, where I just started last night. The newest show on that channel called Journey to Make Believe, which is all about getting folks new to the table, hooked up with experienced TTRPG streamers, trying out indie game systems for one-shots on a rotating basis. So if you ever want to do a one-shot, you know, hit me up. And yeah, my favorite moments are tied. One is the look on everybody else's faces when I deliberately had Corey slip up that he was also there. And
My heart that moment.
I know,
was just,
I'm
that was
sorry, but I'm
minutes.
not sorry. I just felt like I
No,
had to
it's
do it
good.
to you all.
It was so good.
Yeah.
That was best.
And my second favorite moment was when Leon handed me the movie, because that was just like, oh, that's getting me in the heart right now. Ah. I'm just like a sucker for these like little teen friendships. They all barely know how to friend. They're trying so hard.
We're trying so hard.
Leon's got a movie for everybody, just so everyone knows.
Also, Leon is correct, and that is an underrated classic. It was the 30th anniversary this year. I had a Zoom pizza party to celebrate it. It was wonderful. That movie's great.
So good.
Hi, I'm Leon IRL.
I'm also Leon IRL.
High
I
five.
wish we could hang out IRL.
All right. And I am Sarah. I played everybody else. You can find me on Twitter at Sarah of Swords. That is a change as of, I think, this morning. And you can also find me 7 p.m. Thursdays Eastern over on channel Other Doc playing the Hacker Valkyrie in the Cyberpunk campaign of The Sprawl. Everything is totally fine and nothing will go awry this week at all. It'll be fine. And my favorite, one of my, I love this crew. You all are wonderful people, and I laugh for several hours every Saturday night, and it's delightful. But if forced to pick a favorite, as I am because I force myself to do that, I would say it's I just love the idea of Leon just like walking up to the house in broad daylight and just knocking on the door. This absolutely creepy, weird house, and you're just like, I'm gonna wipe out in front of it and walk up and knock it on the door. That was great. And then you leaving Sean for the poster was amazing. It was wonderful.
Well, it needed a seat because he only has a coupe. There's no can't put it in the trunk.
No, you cannot put the mint condition X-Files theatrical release movie cannot go in the trunk of the car. Absolutely not. So again, thank you all. Thank you to all of our raiders. We just got another one. Thank you so much. We're about to go raid Dungeon Commander. So give them a big shout out in the chat when we get there. Thank you to everyone who watched, rated, subscribed, interacted, followed, etc. We will be back here next week, same time. Technology ghosts notwithstanding. And everybody have a great Saturday night and rest of your weekend, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Right? Okay.
Hey, that was